And you are watching / listening to another edition of Blewett's Blitz. Another episode featuring Michael Nania. Michael Nania is becoming a staple on this channel now with me specifically, who has a new CYJ podcast. Nania, we got football in 52 minutes. Are we excited, my friend?
I'm ready. I mean, I know you are too. We were talking before this. You said you're pumped up. Look, I'm going to bring up the uniforms first. Although I'm kind of disappointed that it seems like we're getting the white jerseys, which we've seen already. So don't love that decision. But regardless, we'll be seeing them for the first time. So that is cool. But yeah, real football. And I'm going to try to stay locked in, because sometimes there's this novelty for the first preseason game where it's like, oh, football's back. The Jets are on TV. But then you realize you're just watching Adrian Martinez check it down to Xavier Valade by the end of the second quarter. But there's still a lot of interesting stuff to watch if you just kind of, instead of focus on, are the Jets winning, moving the ball, like watch the left tackle, watch Carter Warren or watch Tack McKinley and his get off and things like that. So I'm going to try to take that approach in the game today, like really fixate on specific players and matchups and see how those guys are doing.
Yeah, no, it's exciting. Like you said, and we kind of talked about it before. It's like at first, like I don't know if Tyrod's playing. We'll talk about that a little bit, or whoever it's going to be a quarterback for a majority of the game, probably Peasley and Martinez. But like we have to watch, Max Mitchell and Carter Warren and Tack McKinley and Eric Watts and Leonard Taylor and JBC and Stiggers. Like there's going to be exciting players to watch the entire day. So I'm really excited that. Just to watch new stuff. I appreciate your tweet within the last couple of days. I did like 38 reviews on players. I'm so ready to watch new football. It's legitimately exciting, but you did it before we get into all the nitty gritty. We'll talk a little bit about camp. We'll talk about what we're looking forward to in this game. But new CYJ pod came out I think on last Saturday. So I want to talk a little bit about that because CYJ took quite the hiatus, longer hiatus than normal. So what's new with the CYJ pod?
Yeah, so like you said, pretty long hiatus, and we do have quite a few of those throughout our history. But Ben is moving on to work with the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm thrilled for him. I know it's something that he's wanted to do for a long time, work in the NFL. So he's going to do awesome there. But doing that, he's not going to have the time to consistently commit to this in the same way. So taking over for him is going to be PJ Clark. He used to host the Boomer Bust Draft podcast. We had him on a couple times. He was the first guy to talk about Zach Wilson on our podcast, and he kind of sold us going into that draft. But he's awesome. He knows his stuff. He's just as big of a Jets fan. We had an episode last week introducing him in which Ben was still on, kind of passing the torch a little bit, the three of us. But it's going to be awesome. We're going to be more consistent going forward now that we've locked down our vision going forward. We're going to do one after the game that should come out tomorrow. So very excited for the future of the podcast as well as the team.
Yeah, and Ben messaged me. He's not going to make it to any Jets games this year. I might have scared him off the last couple of years. Press reps in the parking lot. Yeah. So no more Ben. So I'll miss Ben at the Jets. Maybe he makes it out to one. I would like to see Ben at least once a year. But somebody's talking about the jerseys, which I have a green one, a white one, a black one. I just got the new white one. I typically a Thomas Hennessy. I was going to ask you. I was like. I see the 2, but is that like a name? I was like, at first I was like, is that a Namath? But I saw 2 numbers, like a 42. I'm like, wow, that is, no, it's a little bit out of the green screen, but you can see it's Hennessy. That's great. I'm assuming that's a custom order $180 jersey instead of like the $130 because you wanted Hennessy on it.
No, try like $30.
Oh, okay. You ordered from other parts. I got you. Yeah. I like, and I've done that before. And I don't know if you have like a good site, and we're not going to give that out over the air or anything like that. But I remember like the one time I got one, and it was the old Jets. I think it was Nike jerseys at that point. Like the Jets logo was like sideways. The greens were different colors. I'm like, maybe I'll just pay for the
one time thing, my brother got one with the logos upside down in the 2018 jerseys.
Yeah, mine was like tilted. I still have it. It's my old I believe it's a Calvin Pryor jersey, which I'm kind of ashamed to admit that I even have that jersey. But at that point, well, that was a 2014 draft, right? Calvin Pryor. So I wasn't so deep into it. Maybe I would have watched him now and been like, oh my god, this guy sucks like Jordan Whitehead, and I wouldn't have bought the jersey. But yeah, no, nice jersey. I thought they were wearing green today. Transparently, I do tend to match what the Jets wear. I don't know, just like it's like a luck thing or whatever it may be. So I might have to blank this out
too. I haven't seen the official announcement on it yet. The only evidence I had was there was a clip of Mosley walking in. He was like, new jerseys are gonna have the white today, or something like that. So seems like it's gonna be white.
Yeah, I might have to change it. But hello to Christian, Dano, Archie, Hawk. Yodel said, anyone find out what it's streaming on? I just went through that pre-show, so I was a little bit late. I was getting my TV up on the wall, and I was trying to find the game. But NFL Plus and CBS, right? I think it's on CBS. If you have like basic cable, it's CBS. But if not, NFL Plus. I looked on Fubo. I didn't see it on Fubo. So you may be shit out of luck if you don't have NFL Plus or cable. But I'm gonna have it right above me. Nani's gonna have it. I think I'm gonna try to do my best to sync up to Nania. I think I could pause. Yeah, I could pause this. So I'm gonna try to sync it up my absolute best to Nania, so it's not a thing where like Nania reacts like, "Oh my god, great play," and I'm like still 10 seconds behind. That happens to me all the time with my buddy Vinny. You've met Vinny a couple of times, but like texting about a Mets game, he's like, "Oh, big play," and I'm like still 20 seconds behind. I'm like, "You ruin every single big play that the Mets ever have," because I'm always texting Vinny about the Mets. So we're gonna try to sync up a little bit with the TVs. We'll figure that out in a little bit, but yeah, NFL Plus, CBS for the game. Yodels.
Tom also, the Jets just dropped this article right now that has 28 players who are not expected to play, and most notable, Tyrod's not on here, so I guess he'll get the start, is what I'm assuming.
Really?
On that.
Okay, could you pull up that list and maybe screen share? We can talk about that a little bit. Yeah. Tom Cahill says, guys, have you noticed Leonard Taylor's effort and motivation? Was that his only red flag? To me, like Tom, I'll be honest with you. Did a lot of player reviews. I didn't do any UDFAs. Taylor, Watts, McGregor. I wish I could have watched them. I didn't. So I can't speak to if that was his only issue. I know that was his only like true red flag, at least that I've heard of, was the lack of effort, which is concerning in college when you're trying to get to the NFL level. If you're gonna have a lack of effort already in your career, what happens when you're 26 years old and paid and comfortable? So a little bit concerning. But I haven't really heard much about him in camp, right? Like I feel like
I haven't heard a thing.
In camp,
I know there was that news of like he got drafted or signed into one of those other leagues, and that was the only thing I ever heard. I've never heard him making a play. There's been a lot of Eric Watts, Braden McGregor, nothing from him. And it seemed like going in, he was one of the top UDFA candidates because he was, he's a highly recruited guy out of high school. Kind of was surprising he didn't get drafted, but haven't heard much. So, I mean, I'm not going to speculate on motivation, things like that without being there, but just seems like he hasn't made too many plays. But here's that list.
Okay, so Tony Adams, I would say that's relatively like we expect like the starters to sit mostly, right? I could see Tony Adams playing or not playing just because of the he's a little bit more inexperienced. But Chuck Clark, okay, Conklin, okay. Ashton Davis is kind of a surprising one that we're not seeing. Not seeing him.
I mean, how many safeties are they going to have without Adams, Clark, Davis not playing? I guess
it's going to be, I guess,
Oliver
and who's starting?
Al Blades. I pulled up the depth chart. I'm not saying that off the top of my head.
Yeah, I'm about to say Al Blades. How the hell do you know who Al Blades is? Like we know one of the surprises. You're scrolling right there. Xavier Gibson not. I guess he just came off of an injury, right? So they're not going to try to push it with him.
Yeah, did he? I don't think he came back yet from that injury, right?
I think he practiced versus the Commanders on Thursday. Hanson's a surprising one. Why not Hanson? Considering he should be kind of
maybe he is an injury, because it seems like honestly I was kind of looking forward to watching him, because it seems like out of all those random interior guys, he was kind of somewhat decent, or maybe close to somewhat decent last year compared to like Xavier Newman. So a little surprising.
I was gonna say, I would you anticipate that being kind of like that's like the main backup, like that's the main battle for like the backup interior offensive lineman is Hanson versus Newman, you'd say, for that second spot because Schweitzer's like the main guy right now, and it's probably
Yeah.
Hansen
I mean,
and
maybe
Newman.
Cole Laval, he can be in that. Probably, but they really should add someone else. I feel like I'm not going to nitpick too much, like sign this, sign that, on August 10th, but a backup, another backup interior guy would be
Wow,
good.
they're sitting quite a few players too. Like Jeremy Ruckert's not playing. That's one you'd like to see at least for a drive or two, right? Like he hasn't proven enough. Sherwood is a guy who's been making some noise this camp. Which if you watch the review, we called that a couple of months before. Like, hey, this guy had an underrated 2023 season. Like, watch out for this guy. And now he's making noise, so it makes Jets X Factor look at least a little bit good there for calling that one. Solomon Thomas, Javon Kinlaw both not playing. So your starting guys are Leonard Taylor and Leaky Fotu to start off.
Yeah, no Fotu on here, so I guess we'll see a little bit of him.
Yeah, no Fotu. AVT we expect. Mike Williams, the starting offensive line.
Clemens, Corley, McDonald, all them will be in, as you'd assume. But yeah, Lazard was on here, right?
Lazard was on there. Gibson was on there. So you have Corley, Brownlee, Taylor, or it was I guess those would be your three.
No, and then Taylor's on here. He's not playing.
Oh, Taylor's on there. So yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Jeez, Corley, Yaboa, Ferkser, Zach Kuntz. There's some guys to watch. We're not, like I said, at a certain point, like we're gonna start watching individual players. Like I'm gonna be really focused the first couple of drives, at least on offense.
So what do we think the starting offense is gonna be? So probably Tyrod, the quarterback. Allen, starting at running back.
Allen at running back. You got
probably Yaboa, tight end.
Yaboa, tight end. We got your, let's say it's 11 personnel. You got Corley, Brownlee, and Irv Charles.
Irv and Charles. Maybe Lance McCutcheon.
Yeah, maybe Lance McCutcheon.
Like Hamza El Zaya, he was kind of making a lot of plays, and they waived. Well, it was due to injury, but they waived him.
They brought him back to the IR though, so he's on the roster. He's just not going to be. He's not going to be playing in this one, which I would like to see him play too. Right? Like it's not. I don't think Brownlee or Irv Charles or anybody like that locked up the 6th and 7th spot. So I'd like to see El Zayed or whatever his name is make the team, or at least be able to compete for the team. But if you make a few, you have a few splashy practices, and now it's going to be a thing where you can barely play, in the rest of the preseason, the rest of the offseason. It's going to be hard for him to, earn that spot. But let's see. Move down the chat a little bit.
I guess Olu can start left tackle. Guard.
Oh yeah. So offensive line, yeah. Simpson was on the list. He's not playing.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be Fashanu at left tackle. Who is the left guard is gonna be Hanson's out, right? So it's not gonna be Hanson.
I mean, it's maybe Newman,
Xavier Newman, Chris Glazer at center.
Schweitzer was not on there, so maybe Schweitzer starts at center.
Schweitzer at center, Glazer at guard, Max Mitchell. I wonder if they're gonna put Max Mitchell at right guard and Carter Warren at right tackle.
At guard. Yeah, could see that.
But the only thing with that is Max Mitchell has been getting second team reps over Carter Warren. So do they think Max Mitchell is going to be the backup right tackle at this point? Gun to my head before the offseason started, I would probably say that Carter Warren has the leg up just because we've seen less bad from him than we've seen from Max Mitchell, just to be honest. So, the offensive line is going to be a little bit shaky. I'm curious to see who the Commanders are playing. Like, are they playing Jonathan Allen? Are they playing Payne? Are they playing, I think Jaden Daniels is playing a little bit, so we have to watch the rookie quarterback against the Jets. So it's exciting. Friendly way. Yeah, Calvin Pryor, not ideal. 28 players are off today, sadly. It's like I would like to see a little bit more, Jeremy Rucker and Lazard.
The Commanders have a list too of people not playing. No Allen, no Payne. Theirs is a lot shorter. They only have 11 guys that they listed. But Allen and Payne not in there. No Wagner, Dante Fowler, a few different tackles, but that's about it. It's mostly starting front 7 guys and tackles. But it looks like the defense will get challenged mostly because they don't have any of their starting receivers on here. We know Jaden Daniels is playing. No running backs on here. So maybe we'll get a couple drives of the first team offense from them. Yeah. Hey, and if our backups can smack around the Commanders starters, then it's confirmed Super Bowl. So there we are.
What's up to Bada Bing? Yoshi's in here. Your former co-host, or maybe Kern, I don't know if he's going to jump on or whatever it's going to be, but Ben asked, can you guys answer the most important question? Why are the end zones painted today? I think you brought that up already.
I
right?
I was DMing Ben about this. Maybe he sent this before I started showing him, but it looks like it is. I thought the same thing at first, but if you look at the videos of the players on the field, you can kind of see it, but it's just very subtle. I don't know if it's because it's in the day. I don't know. Jets have green paint in the end zone. It could be hard to see. Look, I'm going to pull up a picture here. This is very important. This is what we got to talk about.
Andrew Peasley's statement game. Matt McCormick asks, ever think about how there has to be a couple of guys on the team that everyone
looks
finds
like it's
super...
painted. See that? That looks painted, right?
It looks like the same exact color as the rest of the green. I guess like a
really?
little.
It's a little darker.
Yeah, it's like a I don't know, like a twinge darker. Yeah, it's slightly painted, I guess. I don't know. Matt's saying that there's always probably a couple of annoying guys on a team that everyone thinks is annoying and doesn't like. Any guesses on who those guys can be? Yeah. I was gonna give one from the offense, one from the defense. I think Lazard kind of talking about himself like he's holier than thou. Is could be annoying when the guy is getting up
even
on your
like
team and
some of
dropping
the
passes.
social videos. Like there was the one recently where it was like, did you grow up watching Cartoon Network, Nick, or Disney Channel? And he's like, I'm a PBS kid. I was like, okay.
What was PBS? Arthur and what was it? What was that turtle's name? There's a turtle on there too, I believe.
Franklin.
Yeah, Franklin. Yeah. So he's a Franklin and Arthur guy. It makes a lot of sense why he's so fucking soft. It's just that really matches up. I would say Lazard because he thinks he's better than he is, and honestly, like I think maybe some people respect him, but I would say Michael Clemens would be annoying to some people. Like seeing all the shit he talks, and like you have Deion Dawkins always going on about Clemens, which Deion Dawkins at this point just like brings up the Jets any chance he gets. Like, he's not even prompted. He's like, "Oh, the Jets." It's like nobody cares anymore. Yeah, I would say Clemens too because he's definitely more bark than bite at this. Or actually, he's a lot more bark than bite. He hasn't really proven anything in his NFL career. He talks like he's some god. So any other nomination? I can't really think of any other people who would be like annoying.
Yeah, that's about it. This is a mostly likable team. I mean, those are the only two that I could think of. So
Kareem Mitchell says I really want to see Kuntz. Kuntz will be out there today. You're assuming it's going to be him, Ferkser, and Yeboah, mainly.
Also, speaking of Kuntz, I brought this up recently, but I saw someone bring up that there was a practice, I think it was Kansas City, but somewhere around the league where on a kickoff, one of the return team players just reached his hand up and he touched a kickoff as it was going by, and that makes it an automatic 40-yard line touchback because technically it was fielded short of that 20-yard landing zone. So they were speculating that teams could try to put really tall guys on their kickoff return just so they could do that. So I was just wondering, maybe that's Zach Kuntz's role on the team.
That's his role on the team?
Kickoff touch guy. So this kickoff thing is interesting. There's a lot of different, facets to it, a lot of different complexities. Interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to watch who they have back there because you'd assume to be, I would say like right now, if I had a gun in my head, it's probably Corley and Gibson back there on opening day. Gibson's not playing right now, so it's probably maybe it's like Corley and Davis or Allen.
Yeah, Corley and Davis. I think it'll be Corley and Davis to start this, but maybe Allen gets some looks at it too. I know Tyler Harrell, Brandon Codrington have been in that mix. It seems like those are. I mean, maybe Izzy gets thrown in there, but I don't think he's really. And unless I'm wrong, has he been involved in the return competition?
Not that I've seen it at all.
Yeah.
Salmon Jet says back in business. I see haven't tapped out and since Rodgers' injury. I'm assuming you said you haven't been back since Rodgers' injury. Well, welcome back, Salmon. I get it. Like if you were not a content creator or whatever you want to call us, or podcaster or Jets X Factor writer, whatever the hell we are, because content creator does sound a little bit like it's a little cringy. I would get just completely turning off and just getting out of here. Like, dude, realistically, again, I was with TOJ. I quit TOJ during the Gase era. Like, I can't do this shit anymore, dude. Like, I'm starting a new job, new house, new family, all this stuff. I'm done. And then Nani reached out to me and ruined my life again. I believe Nani reached out. So Nani is to blame for all of this shit. Nani got me back into the loop. Yeah. I really even think about that. Yeah, thank Nani for me being back around. Because if it wasn't for Nani, I'm probably I'm just gone. I'm just at the Jets games and that's about it. But Nani had to reach out. Oh, this new website got asshole. And it didn't start great.
Paid your dues the last few years, but I think finally you're gonna cash in this year, I think.
God, yeah, I thought the same thing last year. Like, there's no way. We've been through so much. The Cubs made it. All these teams eventually make it. The Lions are good now. All this shit. And 4 plays in, it's like, oh my God, dude. So it cannot happen again, right? Let's just knock on wood, but it cannot happen again. Salmon Jet says PBS was free, which is great. Maybe he's just soft and Courage the Cowardly Dog was a little bit too scary for Lazard, so he watched Franklin instead, or Arthur. I think really looking at that, Disney. If you're Disney, maybe you're just like younger kids for Disney, but I think I would have to go Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon, but probably Cartoon Network if I had to choose one of those. But
it's definitely between those two for me. I said this in my breakdown, but Disney Channel for me, like I thought that was corny before I even knew what it meant to be corny. I never saw anything in Disney Channel, so
yeah,
no disrespect to you if you're a Disney Channel kid, but
dude. Cartoon Network had some bangers. Like you had Ed, Ed and Eddie. You had Courage the Cowardly Dog. There was so much good on there. And Invader Zim was on there. There's so much good stuff. Ben says prediction on who scores the first touchdown today. He says Allen. Yeah, I would say if I had to bet, it would probably be Allen. But just because you're going Allen, I'm going to say Corley on like some bubble. I'm going to
say Irvin Charles. There will be like some edge of the red zone type 15, 20 yard post route corner type thing like that. Irvin Charles. Coverages in the preseason. I think he's going to be uncovered.
Yoshi says, Joe and Nania, have you guys decided which games you're going to this year? So I will be at every single home game minus I'm not going to the Texans game. And I might miss one of the Seahawks or the Rams game, maybe neither. But then I'm going to the Miami game. So I'll be at all the home games but the Texans, and I will be at the Miami game. And then I think Nania is going to – are you going to Tennessee? You're going to Tennessee, right, I think?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah. Going to Tennessee. I just recently got tickets for the Broncos game. From there, we'll see. But, those two are locked in right now. I've already started talking about the Bills, the Monday night game. So we'll see. I expect to be at quite a few. But right now, just those two locked in.
Yeah. How long does Tyrod get today? I think it's like a drive or two, right? Like not too much more for
two drives
for Tyrod. And like
the first one's really good, maybe just that one.
By the way, there's something I want to talk about Tyrod first. We'll talk about just like kind of like Twitter things out there. But like Tyrod, how many times has he been injured for like the season? Because last year he got injured with the Giants. But if you watch his season last year with the Giants, he was getting I don't want to say the word I'm gonna say. He was getting beat up behind their line, and they didn't really have receivers to throw to. He was holding on to the ball. He was getting smacked in the mouth pretty consistently. So yeah, he was out last year with a terrible situation. The one year, a doctor punctured his lung. I'm not going to say for which team, Ben, because I think you may be employed by them right now. But one of their doctors, I don't understand how that happens, but it did. So like, how many more injuries has he had past that though? Because you always hear how injury prone he is. But I know last year punctured lung. Has there been like that many more injuries for Tyrod?
I mean, not that I'm aware of. I mean, even when he was a starter, he played for the Bills for 3 years. He played most of the games. In the games he didn't play, I think there were a couple games where they switched the quarterback. So, yeah, outside of the fluky thing with the Chargers, and last year he was getting, and the Jets have had some bad offensive lines, but last year's Giants, I mean, was maybe on a different level as bad as the Jets have been in terms of the hits that they were allowing. So, yeah, I mean, he's not perfect in terms of durability, but as far as a backup goes, like I trust that if you need 3 games from him or whatever it is, that he'll be able to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. He would literally, he's the best quarterback they've had minus, obviously minus Rodgers since Brett Favre in 2008. For half a season, and really, if you can even, I don't know if you can consider that like a full season, but like since Pennington Favre era, like this is by far the best quarterback we've had, and he's our backup right now. It's just crazy how like 1 year you go from having the worst quarterback room in the entire NFL in terms of like backups, even let's say, sans Rodgers, to now a top 5, top 10 backup at the minimum. Like the difference in philosophy there, I don't think they just realized like, oh shit, we need a backup. So it's just like It almost speaks to last year and like how kind of disappointed I still am in them, but who cares? It's new. It's a new year. Neil says, thank you, Joe and Nania, for doing this. Looking forward to seeing Sherwood, JBC, Siggers. I have some bad news for you, Neil. You are not seeing Sherwood. He's not playing, but that's something we've heard, and we'll talk a little bit about camp. I guess we can transition into that while we're getting to some of the chats. But he's been lighting up a little bit at camp. I did the review. I don't know if it's like an hour or whatever it was, 45 minutes. But in that review, I talked about, I was like, hey, this guy, he seems to be faster. He seems like the mental stuff seems to be clicking. Really good at tackling, really good at taking on blocks, gloated about him a little bit in the review. And then a couple of months later, now he's lighting it up and everybody's like, oh, Sherwood's taking massive steps. It's like, yes. But with that being said, Sherwood took steps last year. Like it's not a new thing. Sherwood was balling out when he played last year. So I just don't want people to think like it's like some month, like new thing that he's kind of taking off. He proved it last year as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was different because I think the previous year fans were used to seeing Quan Alexander on the field more in that same role. And, last year they kind of diminished the role of that linebacker and gave some more of those snaps to a third safety, which, was Ashton Davis. It's kind of stepped into that, took some of those snaps. But when Sherwood was out there, like he was really solid, kind of bringing a similar impact to what I thought Quan Alexander did the previous year. So it kind of flew under the radar a little bit more, but he was solid in the role that he was asked to play. So yeah, I don't think this is totally out of nowhere. And I don't even know if I expect him to do that much more this season. Like that role is what it is in this defense. If someone gets hurt, then I think you're really comfortable that he's going to step up and play well. But hopefully that doesn't happen, obviously.
It's going to be interesting to see what they do with him, because I believe this is his last year, right? This is his fourth year. Is it a thing where you re-sign him and he's your starter next to Quincy, or is it a thing where, hey, Rodgers comes back for 1 year, Mosley stays for next year as well, but then how do you re-sign Sherwood? So another interesting guy that we're gonna have to talk about in terms of his contract and stuff, because I would love him back, but are we going to be too quick on the trigger with replacing him for Mosley next year and what may be a Super Bowl year, or do you keep Mosley for another year? It's going to, again, be interesting to see what happens. Christian asks, is Tippmann playing? Needs some reps. He is not playing. But with that being said, over the last 2 or 3 practices, joint practice against the Commanders, apparently he was playing better, not snapping the ball poorly.
Actually,
so
Joe Tippmann is not in this list. Unless
I thought he was in that list.
About. He's not on here.
Okay, so we're gonna have Fashanu, Tippmann, Schweitzer, Mitchell, and then the left guard is a big question there, right? We don't know who the left guard is going to be, but Tippmann's apparently been playing better, so that's good news.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. I figured he would be on here, but I think it's a good move just to get him, used to the game pressure. Just push him out there and work through this, because I think it's the only way you're going to be able to do it. So I think it'll be valuable for him.
Yeah, I'm going to run through my notes a little bit here, and then we'll get into the games, and it's starting in 24 minutes. We have to sync up our TVs and do all that stuff, but I want to get through camp a little bit. Any updated thoughts on the Reddick situation? I would say I'm a little bit surprised it's lasted this long. He's lost like $2 million or something like that so far, right? And how much extra so to me, he's getting bad advice. I don't get why you don't do a hold-in. What's the point? What's the point of not doing a hold-in, losing $2 million? So even if he goes up from 14 to, let's say, 20, which I think is a large leap that I don't think he's going to get, you're taking $2 million. You're subtracting $2 million from that. So now you're fighting for $4 extra million. Why not just go to camp? So I think he's getting shit advice from a shit agent. I don't know who it is, but it's just terrible advice in my opinion. You're losing money for absolutely no reason. Just go there. But at this point, are his heels dug in? He's already lost $2 million. What's another, I don't know, 3 at this point. But at that point, if you lose another $2-3 million, then you're just fighting for your money back with the raise you're going to get from the Jets potentially. So updated thoughts on the Reddick situation. Are you surprised we're still here?
Yeah, a little bit. I think it seemed as if a couple weeks ago it was kind of going to near its end, but I'm 100% with you. I think it's a game of hardball at this point that Reddick is losing, because he's giving up a lot. He doesn't really have the leverage or the expectation that it's going to be worth what he's lost, because it's not like they're talking, long-term extension here, giving him what he's looking for. That has never seemingly been in the cards for the Jets. So I don't understand what he's going for. So Yeah, I mean, I guess now at this point, if you're the Jets, you kind of just challenge him to see, okay, how far are you going to take this? Are you going to miss, 2 more preseason games, 2 weeks of practices, and push this into the regular season? Are you willing to do that, even with us saying, hey, we're probably not giving you that long-term extension until you play? So I don't want to say the Jets are doing the right thing because I think they handled it correctly in terms of not like trading for him and saying, hey, we're signing you long-term, because we've talked about it. I think, this was a 1-year thing trading for him. So I think that stance is correct. But at the same time, it is getting to the point where it's a little concerning just because he's shown you that he's willing to sacrifice this money. How far is he going to take it? But I think ultimately he's going to eventually, or him and his agent are going to realize that this is not worth it and they're not going to win this. And the Jets are going to win the game of hardball and he's going to come back and we're going to forget about it. But until then, with every day, it does make you wonder if he is truly willing to skip a regular season game, regardless of the fact that it doesn't seem wise for him to do that.
Well, and I'm gonna get to John Hassel's question up here in a little bit, but Bada Bing says if he holds out, isn't he required to play another year? Yes, but I think he has to report by week 8, if I'm not mistaken. Do you think he's and maybe it's a thing where oh, should I excuse my French here, but I fucked up. I'm just gonna dig my heels in for whatever reason now. Do you think there's a possibility? Because I think he loses about $750,000, whatever it is, per game. So 7 times 750, whatever the hell that, let's just say $5 million, like a roundabout number, $5 million, to set out for the first couple of, 7 weeks. And then last 10, he would get about $7-8 million to play in half the season. Do you think there's a potential or a chance of him just sitting out till week 8 and saying, okay, I'll sit out for my maximum time without having to sit, or stay here for another year?
Yeah. I mean, I guess you can't rule it out, but I really do think it's going to come to an end at some point at least before the season opener, just because it's hard to see what the upside is for them. The Jets are not going to give him a long-term deal just because he's missing camp practices. And as much as it would hurt to not have him in the regular season, they're still not desperate enough to cave in because he's not there. They have 2 first-round edge rushers they just drafted who they like. And again, hopefully he plays.
They would be 6-1 or 5-2 at that point, probably even without Reddick, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He makes a difference. He makes a difference in the Niners game, the Bills game, but realistically, and any team, any day, all that bullshit. But the Jets should not be losing to the Titans, the Broncos, the Patriots, the Vikings. They should be 5-2, 6-1 minimum, even without Reddick, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. He'll make a huge difference. I hope he plays 17 games, and it would raise the ceiling to another level. But just in regards to how it affects this contract discussion, what he's looking for versus what the Jets are seemingly willing to do, there just isn't enough desperation. He doesn't have enough value to them for him to have any chance of getting the Jets to do that. They're not going to suddenly say, okay, here's 3-year, $75 million extension that you want. The Jets are willing to, based on what we've heard, it seems like they're willing to up the guarantees this year, because that's something to consider. This is, totally non-guaranteed this year. So if he gets hurt tomorrow, he loses everything. So that's fair. But it seems like the Jets are willing to give him that, potentially willing to up the incentives for this year. So he has more earning potential if he hits certain sacks or whatever. Seems like they're willing to do those things, but it seems pretty clear they're not willing to extend him at least until after the year. So I don't see what he's holding out for when the only upside is more guarantees, more incentives. But is that worth it when you've already lost $2.5 million, whatever it is, and are only going to continue adding to that? So I think the Jets are going to win this game of hardball at some point in the next few weeks. That would be my guess. And if not, it's just shocking ineptitude, I think, from his agent.
Yeah. John John Hassel says, what are you guys looking forward to on special teams? What the kickoff, right? It's what the hell is going to really just looking at it and how it really seems like it's just one wave of defenders at a time. It seems like there's going to be a lot of returns. I don't know if teams are going to start to kick to one side, like the left or the right, so they can kind of overload that one side. It seems like if you kick it in the middle, like defenders, if they, or the kickoff returners, like they break 1 or 2 tackles, they're gone. Like I think there's going to be it's going to make quite the impact this year.
I agree.
So it's really that, and then I think they have that other kicker in camp right now, who I believe kicked for them against Washington. And he might kick today, and I think they're trying to like showcase him or something like that.
Yeah,
so
Seibert.
Austin Seibert, or whatever his name is. So they're going to be showcasing him. But yeah, it's really just the kickoffs. Ben asked, is Jalen Keith starting? You'd assume so, right? Ashton Davis is out, Clark is out, Adams is out. So I'm going to say it's probably Key and Oliver.
Yeah.
Right. And hopefully they get a lot of run, right? Like we don't, it's Jalen Key is competing with himself really to make that roster spot. Like I don't know if they're going to carry 6 or 5 safeties. I would imagine not. But if he balls out, maybe they do keep him, Yeah.
Also to go back to the kickoffs quickly, what is your take on the preferred type of returner in this format? Because I think there are 2 ways to look at it. Because on one hand, like you just said, you look at how it's aligned. It's really just one wave of defense, and it's very easy. I don't think we've seen a return touchdown yet in the games that have been played, but still, when you look at them, it's very easy to see a guy just, you block it up perfectly one time, he goes straight through, and that's it. It's just the kicker to beat. So seeing that, it does make me think, okay, you should want the long strider, the guy at the top speed who can just run straight at it. Hopefully you get through, they block it up, and you're gone. There's that, but then at the same time, it also looks more like a run play. Like there was one coach, or I think that described it as playing cover 0 on every play. And it seems like there's more, reading blocks, kind of short area quickness versus the old kickoff return. So looking at it that way, then I think maybe you want someone with more of a running back type skill set with vision, the ability to jump cut, get through holes, even some power to just, push through past the 25, get a few more running back type skills if you want to be more consistent. So between those 2 things, what do you think is the better fit for this? Like, do you want the home run hitter who could just hopefully get through the one line of defense, or do you look at it as more of a run play and you want the consistent guy with the more well-rounded skill set?
Yeah, like it almost kind of depends on like what's going to happen throughout the first couple of weeks. Like if it's hitting a lot where you can get like those big returns, then hey, you'll take 10 bad returns for the one house call. But I do lean towards having the guy who's more consistent with like better vision. Because it does look like a zone play. It just looks like a inside zone, outside zone. Like that's what it looks like. So I would lean more towards putting a guy like you're talking about almost like Davis versus Izzy in that situation.
That's why I really like Davis
for it.
Like I know he doesn't have the long speed, but I think in that regard he is a great fit for it. I think he can consistently get you to the 20, to the 30, to the 25. Versus other guys. Maybe if you put Tyler Harrell back there, maybe he'll get some looks today. He's got ridiculous top speed, but he probably has no vision or skill whatsoever. So he might get stuffed behind the 20 a lot, and he might fumble a few times. But like you said, depending on once we see a high sample of these in the regular season, if it's hitting a lot and you see like, okay, there are 3 touchdowns per week around the league, we'll deal with some of those stuffs so we can get one of those touchdowns every now and then. But if it doesn't really hit that often, then maybe you do just go with the Isaiah Davis, who is not going to score those touchdowns, but he'll consistently put you at the 30.
Yeah, I lean more conservatively at first. Kwame, what's up? What's up to you? Happy Jets Day. I'm so excited for actual football to be back, even though it's, we're getting like second and third stringers. But again, there's always going to be a guy to watch. Like, we could be talking in the third quarter and people could be a little bit bored, but like, I want to be laser focused on Max Mitchell or Carter Warren and see how they're playing. Right. Like we're writing like Nani's writing articles about, I don't even know what at this point. So I'm sure he's going to be excited to watch actual football. It would definitely hurt not to have Reddick. I don't really trust the depth isn't great. We don't know McDonald is. And then past that point, you have a bunch of UDFAs and guys who haven't really done anything in the NFL. So, and then somebody else mentions that like McDonald stepping up. McDonald is ready to step up enough that they feel comfortable. I don't think it's about McDonald, to be completely transparent here. I think it's kind of the fact that they have him by the balls. Realistically, he has to play. They know that, and it's not the best optics and all that stuff, but he has to play for a new contract. I'd be more worried if he was 25 years old, 26 years old. He's turning 30. He has to play this year to get another big payday. So I'm not so nervous about it. X Mark says thoughts on bringing Juju on a vet minimum.
No,
Juju hasn't done anything in 3 or 4 years. He's a TikTok. He doesn't seem like he fits the locker room, right? Like based on who we have. And I think maybe everybody thinks it's about their team, but the one thing you can say about the Jets, when you watch these documentaries and you just see these guys' interviews and I'm not somebody who's like afraid to say like, hey, this guy's an asshole or I think he's a dick or whatever. I said it and I know you have different thoughts, but I feel like Tim Boyle's one of those guys, like kind of an ass, or Lazard or whoever it may be, Sheldon Richardson. And I'll say that. But like the Jets are loaded with good guys, right? Like Quincy, Quinnen, Sauce, DJ Reed, Michael Carter, everybody on offense, Garrett Wilson. Like, I don't think that Juju fits this roster. I would say, I would slap the no on this one big time. I don't want anything to do with Juju.
Yeah, I agree. And it just doesn't seem like he has much left. Like if there's out of all the receiver rooms in the league to not make the Patriots,
yeah,
I think,
like the worst.
Probably
NFL.
not a lot there.
Yeah. Are they wearing green today? I thought they were, but Nania is apparently breaking news saying that CJ Mosley is saying something about the whites.
Clips are out there. They're on the field.
Okay.
It looks awesome. I just kind of wish we would see the debut of the greens, but I can't complain. Yeah. You can never complain now.
So Lightning rounding through some of the other stuff from camp. Brownlee's apparently making some more noise. Another receiver news: Mike Williams off the PUP list a week earlier than Brees. They said he was on the same timeline as Brees. So Mike Williams obviously getting off the PUP a week earlier, and just in general is good news for this offense. Now, how long did it take him to get to round into form? I don't know. We had Brees Hall, who it took him a few weeks. He said, he ran out of gas in that first run or one of the first runs against the Bills when he could have had a 95-yard touchdown, whatever it was. But thoughts on Mike Williams getting activated off a pup, and then seeing Brownlee make some more noise in camp.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's definitely a lot earlier than I expected. I know they were talking recently. I think Salah said that he was ahead of schedule, but until you see it, you don't really know what's going on. So, yeah, I think it's awesome. We're about a month out from the season opener, so plenty of time to reacclimate. He's back even earlier than Brees was last year, which you expected because he did get injured about 4 weeks earlier, I think. But you're also talking about a guy who's almost 10 years older, so there was that as well. So to see him back this early, I think it's great. Like, pretty much locks in that he'll play. Not much else to say. It's great.
And with him, it's like, and maybe I'm steering this into the wrong direction, but with him, I'm not like as worried with lower body injuries. I'm worried regardless, right? Like he still has explosive jumping ability and all that stuff, but he doesn't win necessarily because of like his explosion and stuff. Like he's a big body who has really good hands and stuff. Like I would be more nervous with Garrett Wilson coming off this injury because of how he cuts and all that stuff with the explosive movements. With Mike Williams, like if he's not 100%, he's 85%. Like, hey, I could still stack a guy and throw it to my back shoulder, and attack that ball. So I'm not as worried with him. But past that, Garrett Wilson was absolutely dominant, apparently, against the Commanders. He had like 3 or 4 touchdowns, just shitting on Emmanuel Forbes. I don't know if you saw the video of the kid on Twitter. He's like, Emmanuel Forbes about to get roasted or whatever. And then he gets roasted and he gets beat for a touchdown, which was awesome to see. So that's obviously good news as well. I think Garrett Wilson could cement himself as like a top 5 receiver this year. He's already kind of considered like in that top 10 range, but I think he could be a top 5 guy this year. We had Tyrod cooking versus the Commanders, which was awesome as well. McDonald was making some noise apparently. I don't know if you saw the clips on Twitter of him beating up some of the tackles from. I think one of them was against the tackle, and then one of them was against a guard as well. But it's nice to see McDonald making some noise in camp. Mitchell is at right tackle, and he was at right tackle as a second team. I think we talked about that before, but is that surprising to you? Mitchell at right tackle over a Carter Warren, or how do you expect that kind of battle to work out?
A little bit, but I mean it is kind of hard to predict, just in the sense that I think both of them haven't really shown too much yet. I mean, Warren's younger, seemingly is more upside because of that. And I like his potential coming out, but like as you showed, the way he played last year, definitely very raw with a lot to work on technically, and kind of outside of that one game against the Commanders, who had maybe the worst pass rush in the league anyway last year. Like, he was pretty consistently very bad last year. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to predict. It's not great between either of them, but I think these next 3 games will be big for sure.
Hawk is saying in his opinion, Mitchell versus Warren. I could say that I liked Mitchell's film better than Warren's coming out. So pre-draft, I would say I agree. So far throughout the NFL, either way, neither one of them have been really good at all. But yeah, fine. We'll see. We'll see a lot of that today. Mitchell and Warren. Other little news from the camp. We had some good Isaiah Davis rumblings that he was looking pretty good versus the Commanders. Braylon Allen's looking good. Everybody's gassing him up. We'll see him a lot today, hopefully. And then same thing with Corley. So you have some of the rookies making some noise, which is great. Other things that came out this week, we only have 7 minutes left, so I'll try to expedite a little bit. The depth chart, Nanya, that came out. Can we just chalk this up to it means absolutely nothing? Yes. I said it on Twitter. It doesn't mean anything. Like, I'm pretty sure it's not even the coaches who put it out, right? Like, isn't it like the media interns or the media people who put it out? I don't think the coaches have any say.
Yeah. I think it's just like a media thing, because I think the first preseason game's coming up, so they need one for the, media guide or whatever. So I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But like, I did a whole article on that and compared it to last year, 2 years ago, just how little it meant, that first depth chart that comes out versus what eventually happens. So hardly even worth analyzing that.
Yeah, and not only do we now know that, okay, it's the social media guys who put it up, but like, and then go back to what we've seen, in recent years. Again, Sauce and Garrett Wilson and Tippmann. Like, we have so many examples of guys starting off as a 2 and a 3, and then you come to the season and they're your starter or whatever it may be. So it doesn't mean anything. Like, it's just so stupid to talk about the depth chart. But nonetheless, the other news we have is the Aiyuk stuff. Rumored teams. So it seems like he was going to go to the Browns. The Browns made an offer for him, and then he was like, no, I don't want to play in Cleveland. He had a little bit of drama last night. Cooper put up on his Instagram, like, I wouldn't mind at all, I guess, going to San Fran. The Pats, which is awesome. They put in a huge offer for him, like $32 million a year. He rejected it because he doesn't want to play in New England, which is such a turn of events. It's awesome to see, Pats fans having to eat it a little bit. And now it seems like, because the Browns and the Pats are out of it, it's a thing where, hey, he might end up with the Steelers. And if he doesn't end up with the Steelers, maybe he just goes back to the 49ers. So glad he's not in the Pats, right? That'd probably be the worst spot for him to end up. Now with him versus the Steelers, what are your thoughts on, like, where would you prefer him to play as it relates to the Jets? Because the Niners are good, regardless, and that's going to be a good team. But do you think like he could maybe be the difference in the Steelers game? Like, for the Jets purposes, where would you like to see him end up this year?
That's a tough one. Man, I mean, I feel like I'd say San Francisco, just because I think even if he's not there, they have such a strong system that it's probably going to be tough to beat them regardless, and just this well-rounded roster. But if he goes to Pittsburgh, that could really, supercharge that team a little bit, because we know that every year they're going to be competitive defensively, just a gritty team that finds a way to win games. But they have been pretty offensively challenged recently. And, they have a couple pieces. They have George Pickens, but, if you put Aiyuk in there, like, who knows what could happen. So I think the Steelers would benefit more from having him than the 49ers would, I guess. Not to say that the Niners wouldn't be hurt by that, but, it's just such a good environment and system that I think they're going to be difficult regardless. So I'd rather just leave the Steelers how they are.
Yeah. I don't know, because it's like a thing where the Niners, like, that may be the piece that puts them over the top to beat us. Where, like, did the Steelers beat us if they have Aiyuk still? Like, I would still pick the Jets probably.
Yeah, I can see that too. It's a tough one.
But with that being said, you see the Steelers potentially twice. Like, what if you have to play them, week 9 or whatever it is, and then you see them in a divisional round? Like, okay, right. Shit, now we got to play Aiyuk twice. Where, maybe we see Aiyuk twice with the Niners if they play in the Super Bowl. But nonetheless, let's see. So the Aiyuk stuff, I'd probably prefer him. I don't know, man. Yeah, I would say the Steelers. I would say the Steelers. Like, that might be a needle mover for us versus them. Versus the Niners, where with the Steelers, I think we should beat them anyway, because listen, like, at the end of the day, Russell Wilson's still throwing them the ball. We're like, if with the Niners offense, like he's their best weapon in my opinion. Debo's been injured and he's kind of like more of like a gadgety guy. So lessening their weapons from like 3 studs to 2, like I think it makes quite a difference in the game. But nonetheless, let's go back to the chat for a second. And actually, Nani, are you on CBS right now or are you on NFL Plus?
I'm going to wait for the next 3 minutes to see if this NFL Plus stream works. I don't think it starts until 12.
Okay.
If that doesn't work, I'm pretty sure I got it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We try to link up our streams as best we possibly can. So we're not reacting to stuff at different, even though I don't think we're going to get any like screaming Nani or scream. Really, the reason I'm able to do this, today is because it's a preseason game. If I'm not going to ever stream regular season games. I don't think I could ever do it. I streamed the Browns game last year, but it's because we were already out of the playoffs and who gave a shit, so
it was a preseason game.
Yeah. It was basically a preseason game and we knew the Jets were going to get smacked and then it didn't really matter at that point. So I can do it. But like streaming games this year when it actually matters, I can't do it. I say some dumb things and, at like live time. It gives me a couple of days to like process it, watch the film. I'll come in here and talk about it, but live in the moment, no way. I am absolutely not watching film or the game with you guys. Ananya too. Nani's had some reactions on the CYJ podcast where he's screaming about I think the biggest rant or the biggest kind of excitement you've had was the Raiders game, right? Screaming that Henry Ruggs beat us. Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, we had some positive ones last couple of years, like the Bills game in 22 and the Eagles game last year. I was probably similarly electric in a positive way that time, but I did not share those, I don't think. But yeah, like I would never do a regular season game. I get way too energetic, and like you said, like in general, I'm someone who likes to process and put thoughts out there that have been, researched and aren't just like off the top of my head, but during the game, like that all goes out the window. So yeah, wouldn't do that.
Aaron's arm seems fine. Where do we stand in his ability to move? It's like he's not going to move like he did in the past, but it's not like Rodgers was getting 200 rushing yards a year. Like he's always been floating around like low hundreds to high, 10s and 90s, 80s, things like that. And I get it's more about that moving out of the pocket, all that stuff, but Aaron still has an elite ability to process and he still has an elite arm. That's why I just can't see him being less than a top 10 quarterback this year based on that. So he's not a guy who like, he in his heyday, he was Lamar Jackson. So you take that away from him, he doesn't have his superpower anymore, So Mr. McMoney, Hawk, we're back, brother. Yo Joe, another preseason, another Costello rant. Is there a tweet out there from Costello already bitching about having to cover the preseason? Like his job is to sit there for 4 hours and tweet about a team, and that's too hard for him in the AC. Let's see. The Jets can just cover Aiyuk. Yeah. What's up, Nanya? The numbers goat from Chicken Jenkins. NFL Plus doesn't look like it's playing the game. Kareem Mitchell says.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I was looking at it yesterday, trying to watch the games that are on. I have it pulled up right now, and it doesn't work. So let me see if I can get it on my TV. If not,
these streaming services are just brutal, man. Like it's like Fubo is the same thing. Like, buy Fubo for the Mets game, and like half the Mets games aren't on Fubo. Buy this for whatever. It just created, dude. Like even like we talk about the quality of the film over the last couple of years. It's went from being amazing pre 2020, 2019 to going to absolute trash. Like the products some of these websites are putting out or whatever is brutal. So Chicken Jenkins says, live in the moment. He says, live in the moment. You went on top of a car after we beat the Packers and smoked a cigar. We definitely want to see that. So a funny story was the end result was me showing up at my house, my wife's home. It's like 11:30 at night. I show up hammered in a white ripped t-shirt with blood all over it and I'm smoking a cigar. And she's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Me and Tom we were slap boxing. After the game, we're like that. We were slap boxing. But he decided to throw a closed fist uppercut during the slap box. So I was bleeding a little bit, and I came home. I was like, "Hi, honey," So I've come home to some an angry spouse because of things like that. Chicken Jenkins. I gotta chill a little bit. I got a kid now, so I had to get a free trial on Fubo. It's on Fubo. Okay, so where are you in your stream, Nania? Like we gotta try to sync it up.
I
Are
have
you
the
ahead of me or-
Commanders broadcast.
Oh, I have Iron Eagle.
Regardless, I do have it on. Yeah, mine's the Commanders one, but it doesn't matter. I don't know. They're just showing highlights right now, so we'll see once it gets started.
I'm getting Tyrod highlights. We're gonna have to try to do it where it's like the first snap if you're ahead of me or behind me, and we're gonna have to pause it and then try to get it all synced up. But I'm seeing Tyrod take some career 65 touchdowns, 29 picks. Not so bad for Tyrod right there. Stream East close out the pop-ups and you're good. Hawk, I don't know if you're wanting to promote this so much because it will get closed. I don't know how long Stream East has been available around, but typically it gets closed down after a little bit. Typically it gets closed up. Or I had
nobody at this game.
Yeah, dude, it's 12 o'clock on a Saturday in the summer. It's a little bit of an odd time, right?
Oh, I'm not blaming anyone. Just saying.
Yeah. A little bit of an odd time. So offense, Nania, what are we looking for mostly? Give me your top 3 things on offense you're looking for. We'll go to defense after that.
Got to start with the Tippin snaps. Definitely would like to see him nail that down in a good environment, or in a game environment. Tyrod, I think, not that like I'm holding him to anything because I think we know what he brings to the table, but it just would be nice to see, your backup quarterback come out there and prove that he can be a reliable second option. So I'm looking forward to watching him. Then on top of that, I would say the receivers. Who's going to step up and make plays? Because it really feels like no one's kind of separated themselves so far. So I'm curious to see who takes advantage in a game environment.
Yeah, I would say Fashanu. Obviously, you're going to say that's one that you're thinking about. Yeah. Fashanu is a big one. Braylon Allen. Braylon Allen, Izzy, obviously Davis are huge. And then like tight end spot 3 and 4 is another one too. Like, hey, is it going to be Kuntz? Is it going to be Yaboa? Does Ferkser show anything today? Like you said, receiver depth. And then for defense, I would say you're probably looking at Will McDonald, right? As like the number one thing on the defensive line. Yeah. I would say past that, the depth, like who makes plays out of McGregor, Watts, Leonard Taylor, any one of those guys. For the defensive line. Linebackers, I would say you're probably looking at Barnes and Surratt, right?
Yeah, where's Barnes at? I'd be curious in his development.
Barnes, and then you also have what's his name? Who's the other backup linebacker? Sam Ugoin or Ugovin, whatever his name is. Guavin. Yeah, I would say like there's 2 spots at linebacker, right? Like maybe only one. I don't know if in your personal like 53 you're gonna have 4 linebackers, 5 or 6. I'd venture to guess they probably keep 5. I think it's probably a battle for 2 spots between Barnes, Ugovin, and Surratt. I would say Ugovin's probably on the outside looking in at that battle. But anything else you're looking at from the defense?
I mean, I was gonna single out Eric Watts because we talk about Clemens a lot and his down year last season, but if there's anyone who can push him, I think Eric Watts might be that guy because he has that similar build as like a big-bodied D end who can stop the run, set the edge. Yeah. So I'd be curious to see if he can. I think it's unlikely Clemens doesn't make the team, but I think Watts is someone who could sneak onto the roster and then maybe surpass him at some point if he plays well. So Eric Watts in particular, I would keep an eye on for that reason.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some things looking in the secondary too. You got Oliver, you got Jalen Key, you got JBC, you have Stiggers, you have Eccles. Like there's gonna be some players to watch. It's not the stars or anything like that, but definitely interesting. We have Secrets of Boots says, "What's your guys' thoughts on AVT and concerns with power off the ball in the run game?" I think he's fine. I think he's a very well-rounded player. I legitimately think he's better. He's just as fine in power or power counter. I don't think he struggles with strength or anything like that. I would say like I would be curious to see his explosion off of the snap because of the Achilles more so than power. I don't think he lost any of that. But like, how is he going to move? That's a big question with ABT. Alan Eugene says, "Where do I watch the game?" Apparently, it's only CBS. Somebody else said Fubu has it. I don't know if you have Fubu, Alan, but NFL Plus said they would have it, and then they screw everybody and they don't have it. And it's like some of these websites too. It's like, okay, we have the game, and then you click on it, and it's freaking buffering the whole time. The quality never gets to like anything above like 420, what is that called? Like HP or whatever the hell it is.
Right.
But
all right. Looks like it's getting started. Where are you at? Did they kick off yet? They're getting set?
No, so they're interviewing Salah on the sideline right now. Otis Livingston. Anyone else unable to hear the commentators on CBS? I'm not there yet, Trice G. So I will tell you the moment he kicks the ball. Did he already kick it off for you?
No, not yet. But they're starting to run out there and line up.
As he runs up and kicks the ball, pause it because I think you're a tiny bit ahead of me, or maybe I'm ahead of you. They're lining up right now. Did he kick it?
No, he didn't kick it yet.
Okay.
You got the kick already?
He just kicked it. Tell me when to start.
Yeah, I'm not even close to the kick.
Okay. Yeah, he just kicked it.
Probably like 10, 15 seconds away.
Okay. The ball just left his foot. So I gotta.
Oh, you paused it?
Tell me. Yep.
Okay.
Pause it. I'm waiting for you.
All right. He's backing up.
Yep. He kicked it pretty quick.
All right. Almost. Ready, go.
Boom. Okay. We're live.
Out the back.
Yeah. I think it just went to live. Hold on. I'm at. Are they showing Jaden Daniels yet on your screen? I'll tell you where I'm at in the time clock right now. It's 15 seconds in the play clock. 13, 12.
Okay, play clock didn't
11.
show up yet.
Okay, I'm at 11 seconds. Tell me when you're at 11 seconds because for some reason it brought me right back to live. I don't know why it brought me back to live, but here I am.
All right, it's going down. 23.
Oh, geez. Okay, you're 12 seconds.
20. Okay, ready? 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10.
Okay, boom.
9. Okay. All right, handoff.
It fast forwarded me to the. I'm just gonna have to watch it a second after you. I don't know why it's doing this.
It just automatically put you back up.
It just puts me right back to where it is live. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this. I'm trying to figure this out. Maybe I can change it to Fubu. But I didn't see the kickoff. I didn't see the first kickoff.
It went out the back.
All right.
Screenplay. Oh my God.
Yep. Blown up. Clemens is in his face. I'm gonna have to wait for your reaction because I'm on 3rd and 6. They're already about to snap the ball. But here we go. First 3rd down. If they don't stop right here, the season's over, right? We gotta.
Yes.
I'll be pissed, dude. If they get this first down, it's done.
Okay.
Who's out there? Got Eccles in the slot. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Wow.
I wonder what that means. I don't know how to interpret that.
It
seems bad.
Yeah, it's
forget I gotta watch Will McDonald here in the bottom. That's what I'm focused on.
Yeah, watch Will McDonald. That's a hell of a catch.
Wow, he got really stood up.
Oh, did he?
Damn.
Yep.
Good ball.
Yeah, that was a good ball. I don't know who that.
Not bad cover. JVC was in coverage.
Yeah, JVC had good coverage there.
Not bad.
It was a good ball and a hell of a catch. We're gonna score a touchdown right off the jump.
Yeah, Will McDonald got totally stood up on that one.
Yeah, did he? Oh, look, my sign came back on. I don't know how that happened, Anya, but my sign went out, and now it's just suddenly back on. Here we are. And it's going to be red. It's not going to change any colors, but it's okay. Stupid-ass Amazon sign.
Right, toss play.
Mm-hmm.
Good stop. Who's that? Key is 33.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta try to.
Gotta get used to the numbers.
It took me taking for 29 JVC, but
So are you still ahead? You just saw second down.
Yeah, second down. I can't react to it until I'm on with you, or until you. I don't want to ruin it for you, but.
Can't believe the NFL Plus doesn't work. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewind.
Wow.
I'm gonna.
Who's
tell me when that play happened.
Oh, we were talking about him before. Leonard Taylor just got trucked on that.
Exactly.
Run.
He just missed a tackle big time. Ooh, okay. All right. Here, I'm gonna get out of this really quickly and try to get to Fubu real quick. I'm gonna have it on my phone while I try to get to Fubu transition so I can pause it and react at the same time as you do.
Right, red zone boys. Ben, don't break.
That was
good stop. Good stop. Who's that? JBC again.
Yeah, JBC. Good. Hell of a job there.
They had numbers there. It was a good play.
Okay. We have another streaming site in here trying to. Oh, okay. Yep. Let's see. Okay, so Fubu has it. I'm going to see if I can link up with you now. Sneakers and Boots says this unis look nice. Glad we finally get these every week. Lisa, I wish it was green though, because we've already seen this.
Yeah.
How much time do you have on your? What time are you at in your game?
10 play clock. They just snapped. All right, good stuff.
Okay, tell me when you're really. At. What's your clock at? I'm at 11:46.
47, 46, 45,
okay.
44, 43, 42.
Okay, so I'm just gonna be 2 seconds ahead. That's easy. That's a lot easier than 20 seconds. Perfect. Yeah, I'm at 24 right now. 20 or the time remaining. 20, 19, 18.
Yeah, 25. Are you on talking play clock or game clock?
No, game clock's at 21 right now.
Okay.
20, 19.
Oh, I'm right behind you. 17, 16.
Oh, we're at the same exact time then. Okay.
Okay. Snap,
yep. Oh, he got the first down.
This interior D line looks pretty soft right now. This could cost us the Super Bowl.
Is Rodgers made of glass? Why are you saying that? Not made of glass.
Rodgers at 3-tech on that run?
Yeah, no. Rodgers, he broke his thumb the 1 year.
They put him short on that?
Achilles. Yeah, that was not short.
Eckler?
Are they using that thing this game, Nanya?
I saw that they were supposed to.
Did you see the guys on I don't know what TV channel it was, but they were roasting the Chain Gang? Did you see that?
I saw that. Yeah.
This fat guy who clearly out of shape is running this thing, and they have different spots. It doesn't make any sense though, right?
I mean, this is clearly a first down where they put it. I don't understand why it needs to be done.
Can you guys delay another 5 seconds for the people? Yeah, no, I'm sorry if we're going to be a little bit ahead. I don't know exactly where you guys are, but I'll try to. I can't really do that.
It's preseason. None of this is too shocking.
It all matters, Nine. Don't you dare say it. It doesn't matter. I get at the end of these games, I want to win. I for sure want to win this game. They do have their start, Eckler out. The Eckler out there is kind of wild, considering all the miles he has on his tires. And
I mean, I guess rookie quarterback out there. Maybe they just want a veteran out there with them.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good point. I'm curious to see how this is because
McLaurin in there. I know there's De'Ami Brown who had the first catch. I haven't seen other receivers.
Why do you hate Lazard?
Oh yeah, he's out there.
I do not hate Lazard. I would not hate Lazard.
Our whole starting offense.
I would say that Lazard is overrated by fans. He was overrated when he came in here, and the fact that he made $11 million and then he gave up on the team, didn't play in 3 or 4 games as a healthy scratch, is inexcusable to me. I do not give him the excuse of saying, "Oh, well, his boy and Rodgers went out." I don't give a fuck. You're making $11 million to play football. Play football. This isn't elementary school where your best friend went out of the game. You're in the NFL. Play. So the fact that he gave up on the team is one of the reasons I do not like him. I wouldn't say hate Lazard. I do not like Lazard. So I definitely don't hate him though. Is that Leaky?
Let's go.
Ooh,
Clemens.
Right. Clemens making plays here. All right. That was very
I gotta see what else happened there, because I know Clemens was in there, but I think someone blew up a block. Let's see.
No, Clemens blew up was that a tight end there, or is it the right tackle? Okay, a little pistol.
Oh yeah, that's
blew up
Clemens.
The tight end.
Yeah,
blew up the tight end.
All right, Clemens.
I don't know if I didn't even look at the run. It looked like it was an inside zone or maybe a duo or something like that, but good play. Okay, stop him here. You got 11 seconds, 10 seconds left on the play clock. 9, 8.
I think.
Leaky Folk who's 92, right?
Yeah.
One of their guys jumped.
They had Clemens at 3-tech on that play.
One of their guys jumped. Yeah,
let's go.
McLaurin out there is insane. Our Commanders' entire first team on the field. They are. Lazard gonna have a comeback? Yeah, coming back comeback. Yeah, he had like 300 yards last year. I if I had to predict his stat line this year, and I think it comes because a lot of familiarity with Rodgers. He has what? I don't know, 40 catches, 500 yards, or 450 yards, and 3 touchdowns, something like that. Yeah, sure. He's gonna be overpaid always, though.
All right, McDonald's out wide here. Gonna watch him.
Yeah, on the bottom.
Yeah, look for the long sleeve. He's got the long white sleeve.
Yeah.
Is that Tanzel?
Right. Tanzel coming out, yeah. 23 is Dexter McDougal. Who is
Sean Green?
Who is 23? I don't know who 23 is on the team.
Let's pull that up. 23 is Oliver.
Oh, yeah, okay. Taking too long. Bring back the chain gang. Chicken Jenkins says, are you guys going to be streaming for the Panthers and Giants game? I love watching the game with you guys. I think I might do it next week. I might do it next week. For why did my TV just go out? No, I have a backup on my phone anyway. Yeah, I might do it next week. Oh. Okay. I don't know. The stream on Fubu.
Oh, keeper.
Yep, he's gone.
They got
touchdown.
Me on that one.
Touchdown Commanders on the first drive of the season. It's over. It's over. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one for this. Isaiah Oliver. Come on, man. Clemens bit too. I don't know if that was like an exchange. That might have been an exchange where Clemens would take the running back. Yeah, it looked like it was an exchange. Either Clemens bit way too hard or it was an exchange, and Oliver wasn't out wide enough.
I didn't get a single replay on my broadcast.
Oh, really? Yeah, it looks like it probably was Clemens, guys. But with that being said, you had Oliver who ran out to the edge right there as well. It could be an exchange where you are. It could be it's not a fill and fold, scrape exchange. I forget what the terminology is, but you have the DN take the running back, and then you have the safety come over the top and take the quarterback. It looks like that might have been what happened, but I don't know. But if not, Clemens bit way too hard. Where's Watts? I don't know.
Oh yeah, from my angle there, it definitely looked like Clemens bit really hard on that.
Yeah, I don't know where Oliver was lined up to say if he was out wide enough or hey, it was probably supposed to be him. But yeah, do not want that. Do not want that.
Well, at least he had the one rep.
Yeah, Lazard doesn't have a comeback again. I don't hate Oliver Blewett that he had the spy. Yeah, it's not like technically called a spy. Yeah, it's not technically called a spy, but it's just an exchange. It's just a type of exchange where they, he's responsible for the quarterback.
I mean, so the NFL just posted a clip of this with the end zone angle, and Clemens definitely bit hard. Looks like Oliver was in basically, yeah, he was directly across from the quarterback. I think with him, he probably should have went over the top of this other blocker. Of the block. But he went underneath.
Yeah.
And he couldn't catch up to it. If he went over the top, maybe he could have got out in front of it.
Bernard says you guys are great. Jets first pack. I don't know if this is the Bernard who called on the when I was on the Jake Assman show or not, but if it is, what's up? If not, then what's up regardless. But yeah, Bernard, I think you're a Packers fan, right?
You also have who's this on the outside? Just got completely dominated on the block.
I'm not getting replays anymore. I'm on the
I'm just looking at the NFL video. 29.
Yeah. I don't hate him, Bernard. It's more of a thing where he gave up on the team, and regardless of what you want to say about his talent, he gave up on the team, and there's nothing he's going to be able to do that's going to be able to necessarily erase that from my memory. I think it's quite soft to do that, but nonetheless, Jets versus Packers Super Bowl. I'll take it. Oh, you're pulling it up. Okay, perfect. I want to see where Oliver's lined up again.
Right here in the middle.
Yeah, I would venture to guess it's probably not an exchange then where he's supposed to pick him up. It's probably more just recognition. You'd venture to guess. You typically, if you're going to have that guy would be a little bit wider. So if I had to bet, it's probably on Clemens there. You'd like to see, like you said, Oliver take a little bit more of a of a high angle. I think if he takes a high angle, is he just going to undercut it? You know, obviously that's a question.
Yeah.
But we got a return here. Okay.
Okay. Corley, let's go. Horse collar.
I'll take, what was that, like 37-yard line?
Yeah, 35, 30. All right, he's one of the returners.
Lock that down.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're BMAC. Oh, okay. So is there another Bernard BMAC on that channel? Because I don't know if I talked to you on that channel, but I talked to another Bernard, I believe it was, who's a Packers fan. I could be, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it was you BMAC, but I thought there was another Bernard. Tell me if I'm wrong. Blocked. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely don't hate him. I don't hate Lazar. I think it's quite soft to be a healthy scratch still. Okay, Braylon Allen. All right.
Let's go.
So I it seems like I'm like 2 seconds ahead of you again.
Yeah,
he fell over his own feet there a little bit though.
21. Yeah, he kind of like anticipated the contact coming.
Yeah, we'll take the contact balance and fall forward though. Yeah. Let's see. Blocked. I'm him.
Yaboa, Allen.
I'm at 18 seconds left on the play clock. 17, 16, 15.
16, 15.
Okay, so I'm like 3 seconds
So
ahead
what's
of you.
O-line? I see Olu false started.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I was looking down. Okay. Can I pause it?
Is out there.
Pause. Play.
The bust. Could have had Bowers.
Oh, right. I wish.
Yeah, Newman's at left guard.
25. Okay, it is Newman.
Yeah. Olu, Newman, Tittman, Schweitzer, Mitchell.
23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18. You're still like 2 seconds behind.
18, 17, 16.
Okay, so I'm literally 2 seconds ahead. Okay. All right. Ooh.
Oh, good block, Allen.
Yeah, good Braylon Allen block right there.
Oh.
No. Brownlee pushed off there too.
Yeah.
He's got to start making
he had the angle to make that play.
Yeah, he's got to start making some plays in camp and stuff. I know in these games, I know he's been making noise in camp, but when it actually comes to the game, you got to catch that. Not an easy play though, right?
Yeah, it's like it's out in front. The defender's on top of it.
Bada bing. What happens to Gibson? Gibson got injured, so they're not going to push him. So he's not going to play this game. Who do we got? We got Taylor. Is that Corley in the slot
on the bottom here? Yeah, Corley. 85. Who's that? McCutcheon?
Nice.
Yeah, Tyrod. Let's go.
Braylon Allen making noise in the passing game.
Go.
All right. Nice little check. Oh, flag.
I'm actually getting hyped here. I didn't expect
flag. And holding.
Oh, did he step out maybe?
Olu. I'm going to go holding on Olu on that one. That's what it looked like in the first time.
Or did he maybe step out before catching the ball?
Oh, yeah. An eligible man or whatever that is.
Yeah.
He was close to the sideline. You're right. That's a good call. It's either that or Frashanu hold. Yep. 65. 65? What? Is that Newman? It was Xavier
downfield.
Newman. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Oh, we still have first down though.
No, 3rd and 14. Comes back.
They didn't change it.
Yeah. 3rd and 14. All right. Here we go.
Screenplay here to Corley. There it is. I called it. Let's go.
That is hilarious.
Let's go.
All right. Negative 1 yards there. Damn.
Right, same old Jets.
God. All right, Nani. It's a good stream. We'll catch you guys next week for the I'll be on for the Panthers. Yeah.
I'm already predicting Hackett's plays. Not a good sign.
It's a good call. Screen to Corley. Boom. Smoke screen to Corley. What happened to Gibson? Every NFL game live on NFLSQTV.com was banned. Yes, I banned them. Love the play calling so far. Boom and kick.
Moore said midseason form. Let's go.
We got a flag on that too. I don't know if it's like a hold or whatever we got.
Alamid Zacchaeus.
4 more. Do you remember the team here? Actually, I don't know his last team, but do you know where he started his career, Dania? A little trivia.
Who? Zacchaeus?
Zacchaeus. Yeah.
Philly?
Falcons.
Ah,
Unless,
yeah.
unless he started somewhere else earlier, but I know he's at the Falcons for like 2 or 3 years. 2 or 3 years. Love the play calling so far from Henry. Listen, hey, if we didn't have Newman be an ineligible man downfield, we would have had a first down
That's
there.
a really
moving
good
a little
play
bit.
by both Taylor and Allen.
Now, do we see Tyrod for another drive? Right? Like, do we want him to go free and
I give
out?
him one. I go one more.
He needs to go out there again to tie up this game. We need to win this game.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want it to be like a Snoopy ball situation here.
What was this penalty?
It's a holding on the Jets.
Oh my God.
Which is interesting considering they're the ones who are trying to be held. I don't know why they're holding any. Well, I guess on the actual trying to block the punt here, but Irv Charles.
Oh.
So the battle for that wide receiver 6 spot, you have Brownlee with a play that he could have made, not an easy play, but a play he could have made, and you have Irv Charles, who's supposed to be your special teams demon, who is now holding. Which he's a gunner. So is he a gunner? Was he like a protector? Why the hell is Irv Charles holding anybody? Interesting. But wide receiver 6 battle is not looking hot so far. Nania. Holding in a
Corley had the Brownlee. Oh no, he's not in that, but Corley had the nice kick return.
He had a nice kick return. Nice kick return, you're right. So we'll see. Let's see. I'm on commercial. I wish I could pause it and be on the same exact time with you, but I'm not, unfortunately. Pretty sorry first drive. Penalties, man, like that. And that hurt the Jets last year too. I think we were tops in or one of the top teams in penalties, right? So not only do you have 13 or 14 offensive line combinations, the worst quarterback room in the NFL, but you also are a NFL like top 3 in penalties last year as well. Like anytime we got positive yards, penalty. You get the touchdown.
That Raiders game was just
touchdown versus the Raiders.
2 touchdowns that you thought you had and you don't.
Penalty. Yeah. Classic Jets offense. What the fuck is going on? Same old Jets. Lord have mercy. Wide receiver 6 will be a vet. Do you think receiver spot? Do they carry 6? Do they carry 7? Who are those last like 3 or 4 guys? Because I'm assuming we're gonna lock 5 in, right? You got Lazard, Gibson, Corley as the 3, 4, 5. Mike Williams, Garrett Wilson. Who is that 6th spot? Do they carry 7?
It's hard to tell. I mean, some of the other positions could affect it. But I agree. I think the 6 locks are probably, Garrett, Williams, Lazard, Gibson, Corley, Charles. But I don't know if I see another one on top of that. I think that's where someone has to earn it. They would have to make the Jets, have to say, okay, we need to use a roster spot on this player. But I think 6 is the standard number right now.
Yeah.
So Brownlee, Malik Taylor, who's not playing in this game, but guys like that, someone's got to step up. But I think Charles is going to be safe because he was really good on special teams last year, and with no Hardy, I think they have room for a guy like that, like a special teams only roster spot. So yeah. I think he'll probably be fine, but obviously more penalties like that won't help.
Marcus Mariota's in. Jaden Daniels. I think it's a smart decision. Go down, touchdown drive, get him off the field.
Yeah.
Instill some confidence. So I'm at 6 seconds in the play clock. 5.
Yeah, 5. Oh, we're pretty much even.
Oh! All right. Who was that? Bruce Hector. All right. Blew that up. Let's see who else was in that. Show a replay. We got Hector. Dude, Hector Taylor won there.
They don't show replays on this.
On what? You're on what?
This is like the Commanders broadcast, and they are just allergic to replays.
I can give you my Fubu login in the private chat if you want to try to log in my Fubu.
It could maybe try after this next.
You tell me if you want to really see the replay, because CBS is showing some replays. 1 snap.
Yeah, we're pretty much even now.
Okay. Ooh. Who is that? 52. That's Ugovin, right?
Yeah.
McNichols. Wasn't he the backup to Derrick Henry a couple of years ago? Wasn't that the guy who? I think he was a backup to Henry. I could be wrong though.
Maybe. Not sure.
He actually beat up the Jets a little bit that game. The Titans. That was Zach Wilson's most overrated game, by the way. That was not a good game for Zach Wilson. I know he had a couple of good plays in that game, but some of the decisions were terrible in that game. I think
he missed a lot of potential game-sealing throws at the end, like that out route to Corey Davis.
Yep. All right. Okay.
Which, it should have been a tie.
Here we are.
Randy missed the kick at the end.
What game were we just talking about? That was
the Titans.
Oh yeah. Yep, I was right there for that one. Tom got kicked out of that game. He was embarrassed after that one. That was the only game he's ever got kicked out of. But he left me in a situation, Nani, and I'm not even kidding. Like I've talked my shit. I have. Like, and there's been days where I probably deserved to get my ass kicked. This day, I was pretty indifferent. Like, I wasn't really talking shit. But because they knew I was with Tom, I was getting shit talked to me by like 8 Titans fans. I'm like, dude, I didn't even do anything. Like, I was just with the guy. Like, why is it me? Ooh, Corley. Okay. All right. Jets get the ball back at the 25-yard line. Hopefully, Tyrod comes back out for another drive here. That was sketchy. Did you get a replay of him bobbling that a little bit?
Nah, no replay, but I saw it.
Oh, Jesus, dude. Here, yeah, I don't know if you want to try to do it like on the side or whatever, but I hope it's only me and you could see the private chat, but let me just do this, see if you can log in if you want to.
All right, yeah, we can try it.
I think this is the password, the next thing. If it's not, let me know. It's probably different. Might be something different. That's my login. Try the Fubu. Comments. Okay, let's say it wouldn't be a positive Jets offensive play without a penalty. Shitted on them. Don't worry, Dan Marino's coming off the bench this year. Ace Ventura and Dan Marino are coming off the bench. Okay. Adam Hurley, quite aggressive for a preseason game, Nanya, says Commanders go straight to hell. Quite aggressive. I don't have any hate to the Commanders. I actually went to their stadium. It was at FedEx Field. I went there for Darnold's game. Darnold 2 touchdowns to Ryan Griffin, I believe.
One of his best games.
Yeah, like 2 touchdowns, Ryan Griffin. I remember when I went to Chicago last year, I actually ran into Ryan Griffin's dad at a bar. He's the Jets fan. He's like, oh, the Jets. And I was like, he's like, oh yeah, my son used to play for them. I'm like, oh, who? Whatever. And he said Griffin. I was like, oh, Ryan Griffin. He's like, yeah, he left the Jets. They brought him in here to mentor this young superstar tight end in Cole Kmet. I'm like, they brought in Ryan Griffin to mentor a tight end. I was in my head. I was like, that doesn't sound right, my guy. Like you think you're talking to an idiot because I know Ryan Griffin's not very good. Like he's a tight end 3, but here he is mentoring a superstar Cole Kmet. It's like, all right, bud, let's just have a shot and not talk anymore. So that's what we did. Loving the streams, boys. Hope you do this more. Yeah, we got quite a few people in here. It says 1,100 people live. I don't think it's actually 1,100 people live. I think StreamYard like flubs up the numbers, but I think
total views. I think that's what that one is.
Oh yeah, is it? Yeah, 1106, 11. So it's probably got like 150, 200 people in here. I would say based on those numbers.
Yeah.
This is not a Super Bowl roster still. Dakota, you've been so positive the entire offseason. We're losing 7-0 in the preseason against a team's starters. We have our backups in, and this is not a Super Bowl roster. I don't know. Let's not go crazy here.
99
Swolsey.
That's awesome.
How many?
99.
Oh, 100 flat. All right, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take 100 flat.
12 o'clock Saturday, Commanders preseason game.
Okay.
Short run by Allen.
Yeah, Swolsey with some breaking news here. Nanya, he says Corley will be on the roster by week 1. I agree. I think it's a bold take, Swolsey, but I have to agree with you.
I don't know.
Nanya doesn't seem like he's so optimistic
Not
for
sold.
that. But Chicken Jenkins says Ryan Griffin's dad probably meant Chris Herndon. No, he was talking about. Oh, hold on. Okay, 2 short runs. I gotta start paying attention to the offensive line more.
I know that's how I gotta try to do. Because it's hard to really see what's going on. Specifically Olu. I mean, out of all the people out here, he matters the most.
We got 2 1 or 2 yard runs from Braylon Allen. I'd like to see them pick up a first down here in the first 2 drives with Tyrod in the game.
Definitely a pass here, so let's see what happens.
Screen.
Let's get Corley on a slant.
Corley end around.
Oh, the linebacker's coming. It's going to be there. Oh, good protection. Nope. Olu. Okay.
Nope.
All right.
Sack.
Olu had a good protection rep there.
3.5. Did he?
Someone was open though.
Yeah. It looks like Corley had like an option route, but he was dancing a lot at the top of his route right there. Let's see, Olu.
Pretty good protection.
He ran right into the sack. You can't blame him. I'm sure there's people out there like, oh, Titman, terrible play. He ran right into that.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good protection rep. Just hard to see the routes.
Yeah. Got a guy on Facebook. Delete comment. Oh, my bad. Hold on. I just blocked somebody who was just trying to be a favor to the chat. Missed tackle. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Was that Braylon Allen with the missed tackle on special teams there, too?
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah. 2 1-yard runs, missed tackle. Sorry, Leslie. Can I unblock Leslie? I don't know. I'm sorry. It said watch live NBC stream all this stuff for the game, and I thought it was spamming the chat for like these like NFL streams, and I blocked them. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I apologize, Leslie. I think that's that. That was gross. I hate the logo is in the oval. You hate that the logo is in the oval. I am with you. I would say
I'm not
ditch
fond
the
of it.
logo.
Yeah. I don't like it. It's just like there's too much empty. There's two problems with it. First of all, it reminds you of the previous logo. Second of all, there's too much empty space in there. You have this rectangular logo in a giant oval. It just looks too empty. So
is that the only thing they could do to the uniforms, to the uniform/logo to improve it? Because at this point, it's all great, right? Like, there are certain people bitching about the width of the stream above the Jets and all this stuff like that. They change it and whatever, but like, who gives a shit? I think it still looks the same unless you're like really laser focused on it. But yeah, I think the only thing really is like we have the perfect uniforms and we have the throwbacks back to, the Super Bowl days, which I love.
Yeah.
You have the blackout, which is awesome. But I think the only thing they can do to make it better is ditch the oval thing. But I don't think they're ever going to do it.
Yeah, I guess I understand why they do it, because the regular logo is so, it's long, it's rectangular. So, most teams have a kind of square shaped logo that you can kind of use as a symbol. And like, if you use that logo, it could get cut off in some of those places. So maybe the oval is more versatile, I guess, but it just doesn't look great to me. So I don't love it, but it's still an upgrade.
Solzy says the oval sucks. It's confirmed. Tanoy says I still want the Jets logo on the left chest. I'd agree. I would say it feels a little bit empty without the logo on the chest, but overall it's still a great jersey. Hawk says we really going to run pass again. 2 identical runs to the same side, then sacked on 3rd and 7. Why hack it? Why we can't do this again? Yeah, now listen, it is super elementary type play calling, especially in the preseason. And on top of that, it's Hackett, so I don't think you're gonna have the most the most diverse play calling out there. But I'm not gonna be concerned. I'm not concerned because Rodgers is our OC. And apparently he was. I saw on Twitter that he was calling some plays versus the Commanders in joint practice as well.
Driscoll is in the game.
Jeff Driscoll. All right, that was a quick rotation for Mariota. Why did he come out so quick?
It's out of bounds.
Nice pickup. Yeah,
JBC's had some good reps.
Yeah, he got beat on that one play, but it was still a good. Like I would label it as a positive rep. He had a tackle. Restacked the corner
on the street.
Made a tackle. That one he just had a nice pass breakup. So, who do y'all hate more, Nick Wright or Chris Canty?
I don't care.
More. I don't like. I'm being completely honest here. BMAC, it's a thing where I don't watch any of that shit. So like, I don't really know what they're saying or anything like that. I know they're both buffoons. So let's just say they're both equally idiotic. So it's equal. But I don't watch ESPN. I don't know what Nick Wright or Chris Canty are on. But I've heard their takes before, and they're both buffoons. Nick Wright's an asshole. That guy's just an idiot. All right. We got like a 4 or 5 yard run up the middle right there. I can't see on the interior of the defensive line who's making tackles, though.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to see. I'm trying to watch McDonald, but he hasn't really gotten a lot of chances to just pass rush.
Make noise. Yeah. Peter says should have went with the white face mask with the alternates. We didn't? Are they green? I thought they were white.
Pretty sure it's gray.
Is it? It's
On
32. You're going to snap it.
Oh, quick snap. Oh,
Did you
not
log
really.
into my Fubu, by the way?
No, I didn't yet.
Oh, okay. Ooh, McDonald.
Oh, McDonald. Let's go. Okay.
Snickers
I'll
got
take
beat,
that.
though.
I'll take that.
Yeah, Snickers got beat.
You see that block? That's a penalty.
I think there's a blindside block.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a blindside block on
But McDonald
Snickers.
just cooked on that.
Yeah. Yeah, he spun the shit out of him. Canty is definitely ass. Chris Canty's a tool. Canty's on drugs. They are white, I thought. I thought they were white. Yeah, I don't know. Noy, how's Clemens playing? Oh, nice spin by McDonald, man. Oh, roughing the passer because he drove him into the ground for like 2 steps. All right, offsetting penalties. Yep. All right, 3rd and 3 again, offsetting penalties.
Nice.
McDonald did take like an extra snap or step or 2 there. Drive his face mask into the ground. You got to turn your shoulder. You can't hit the quarterback anymore. Peter says they're gray. I thought, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Have they ever had gray face? Why gray now?
Yeah, it was gray in the Super Bowl era.
Oh, okay.
Like,
There you
you're
go.
looking at Joe Namath picture.
Oh, that
Like,
was on
if
Saturday.
you remember
That was
the
so hot.
Colts game in 2018, they had gray face masks because they were doing the Super Bowl game. But
Timeout Jets.
already wasting
Busted Knuckles,
timeouts in the
McDonald's.
first quarter. Classic midseason Jets.
McDonald looks fast and super bendy. I'm excited about him. Yeah, no, that was a really good rep right there. Hopefully we'll have some preseason film to evaluate. If it's not film, I guess I'll do broadcast. I don't know. Last year we had it. This year we may not still have it. So we got to figure out in the black market, Nani, if we can get that that preseason film. But Bada Bing says damn gray. That's kind of ass. I honestly didn't even notice it enough to say that it was gray. So maybe it's something that you don't really notice. But 3rd and 2. It's 3rd down. This is where I'm standing up, and like there's some European guy behind me. He's like, "Sir, can you please sit down? My kids can't see." Even though I'm not in preseason, I'm probably not standing up. I don't go to preseason games.
Top side. No.
Oh, damn!
Oh.
They can't bring him down on first contact, man. They could have had him behind the line of scrimmage there again, or behind the down the gain again. McGregor got in, couldn't stop him. All right. Got to stop him here. Can't be a 2-score game. We have 6 total yards and 2 drives, Nanya. This is feeling like the last 3 years of just a preseason. So
3 years.
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay.
Nice fill there.
Al Blades.
Who was 34?
Al Blades.
That's Al Blades.
Yeah. Cool name.
It's a better name than Blewett.
I mean,
I'll take a lot of things over Blewett.
I think names are important. It helps you stand out. Who's that guy in the Dolphins? His name's like Duck something.
Oh, Storm Duck or Duck
Storm Duck. Yeah.
Storm Duck.
I mean, that'll help you make a roster.
I'd rather be Joe Duck than Joe Blewett, I think. I'll take a lot of names over Blewett. Ooh.
Oh, damn.
All right, Leonard Taylor. Damn. He's making some plays. Out of the
Jonathan Marshall flashes. Remember Jonathan Marshall? He was 96.
999 RS, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's making some plays, man. Leonard Taylor, that one run that Bruce Hector blew up, he was in there as well. That's another play. Out of the UDFA defensive lineman so far, he's making the most plays. So there's that. Some Leonard Taylor sightings. Is there now, because I think when we talk about the defensive line, we kind of talk about it like, hey, the Jets are going to probably carry 10. And I think most of us have kind of labeled them as having 6 defensive ends and 4 defensive tackles. Maybe there's a situation where it's 5 ends and 5 D tackles, and they carry a Leonard Taylor potentially. So
yeah, I mean, the depth of that position we know is somewhat of a question. So if there's a prospect you like, could keep him around.
Yeah. Peter says McDonald looks like a souped up Aaron Maben. Yeah, Aaron Maben had that good year with the Jets. I hope he's a lot better than Aaron Maben. But. Murdoch says he can't watch the game until 4 p.m. replay. Why, Murdoch? Get it on Hawk was just dropping some things, and you're going on NFL Stream East or whatever Hawk just said. He blew up his own spot, so I'm sorry to blow up Stream East, but that's what Hawk said. So go on that, Murdog. Do something. Kyle says, how worried should I be about our backup offense looking identical to last year's end of season expectations? None.
Not at all.
None. It's preseason. You have Hackett calling plays. You have Hackett, who's already a bad play caller, now being super vanilla. It's not, You're not expecting so much here, and like realistically, look, the first drive, if you didn't have Xavier Newman illegally down the field, you're talking about the Jets at midfield and then them probably getting a field goal or a touchdown there. So I'm not going to be super concerned. Now, with that being said, do the Jets in general have to cut the shit on the penalties? Yeah, they do, because that's been a problem under Saleh. Last year, tons of penalties. This game, we already have what? We have a holding on Irv Charles. You have a unnecessary roughness, whatever it was, on Will McDonald, roughing the passer. And then we have another penalty, right? There's something else.
On the punt with Irvin Charles, right?
You had the punt. You had the unnecessary roughness on McDonald. And then I think there was one more. False start. Yeah. Yeah, 3 penalties already in the first quarter. You can't have as many penalties as I had last year. Spin move was nasty. Yeah, no, that was good.
I'm trying to get a video of it.
3rd and 13 coming up. Just don't block Hawk Blewett. No. I know who Hawk is. Me and Hawk are good. Hawk can be a little bit outrageous sometimes, but it's okay. He was outrageous in some of the Zach Wilson defense, but deep shot. Oh, all right. JBC's making some plays at corner, my guy. Nice play. Undercut it. Timed it well. Seems like you're behind me or something, Nani, because you didn't react.
I'm trying to get a video of that Will McDonald play.
Okay. It was a deep shot.
I got it.
Good positioning. He tried to tip it up to himself, it looked like, but a good play by JBC. He's making some plays.
Okay, let's get back.
They're punting it now for me.
Yeah. Just downed it.
Downed it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're ahead of me.
Oh, should I pause it?
No, I might just have to go. Yeah, I guess if you want to, because you're quite a bit ahead of me. I'm saying he downed it already.
All right, I'll tell you stream is when we get to the next play.
Yeah, bouncing around a little bit. Just do the next one after this, so the clock is running. Peasley, what is Peasley coming in now, Brandon?
Darnold is in. He looks like Darnold too, through the face mask.
Very square head.
All right, just snapped. Oh, Allen. Oh.
I'm gonna assume it's a pretty good run. Okay.
All right, we'll match it up after this play.
All right. Trucking some folks, making them feel it.
When you're at 14:30, tell me when you're at 14:30.
Oh shit! They're interviewing Quincy, so I can't see the clock. I can't see the clock. We'll do the next one.
All right, pause it for a little bit though.
I'm still on my way to a TV. Has Isaiah Davis got any run yet? No, I haven't seen Isaiah Davis. We need some points in this drive. I'm with you, Hawk. I'm with you. I want to see the Jets win. I don't care if it's preseason.
Winning is cool.
I'm at 11 seconds in the play clock. 10, 9,
10, 9. All right. Yeah, we're identical now. Allen, okay. I found a little gap
Braylon Allen.
He had one little
5 or
jump
6
right
yards.
there.
Peasley looks like a thick, chunky coastal kid.
Do you remember that
thick,
reference?
Chunky coastal kid.
You remember? I think it was Colin Cowherd called
Sam
Darnold that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good pull there, Henry. I did not get that. Good catch by UT 90. I had no idea what he was talking about. That would have completely slipped my mind if you were not on the stream. So look at that. Look at the value you add.
Yeah.
I'm at 11 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay. 2nd and 6 from about midfield. Another handoff.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
All right. We're in field goal range of the 35.
Let's go.
Trucking some people here. Allen getting that work.
Run over these commies.
Give him some whoop-ahs. He's trucking some folks. Let's see what the run was. Pin and pull? No, that was
They don't even show replays. I swear they have not shown one yet.
Yeah, it was just, again, maybe at like halftime or
That's
something like that.
good blocking. Like, who? Anyone in particular set that up?
I didn't. I was looking at the play call, not like the concept,
Yeah.
not the actual. But Olu is still
Is this Davis
out there?
in here? Davis is in here.
Yeah, Davis is in.
Ooh,
Nothing. 1 yard.
that's an interesting wrinkle, little inside toss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we didn't see that last year.
Yeah, I've never seen that with Hackett.
Allen running back 2. Killer Bees loading. Killer Bees. Stealing it from the Steelers, though. That's the only thing. The Steelers with, what was it, Brown, Bell, and Ben? Allen always lowers the shoulder looking for contact. You can see it. You can already see the defense don't want to tackle him. Yeah, he's gonna have some highlight play runs this year in terms of blowing people up. Damn, dude, they're running the ball a lot. Isaiah Davis slipped. Loss of yards. All right. Isaiah Davis not with the hottest to start, with his 2 runs, but who is 48? So Ferkser is wearing a fullback number. Does that change your mind at all? Was he always in the 40s or was he in the 80s with the Titans? We need to do some research on that.
I'm gonna pull it up. I think it's 80s. Yeah, 86 his whole career.
Oh,
that is worth noting.
That is noteworthy. That is noteworthy. All right, come on, Peasley, let it rip. Oh, go Davis!
Oh, let's go! Yeah,
let's go, Davis.
Oh, stay up. Oh, let's go!
Nice. That was a good play, man. I don't know what the route was.
There.
Yeah, good pass protection. Good. He slipped that tackle too. Looks like an option. Yeah, slipped it, high legged him. Always talk about that high leg.
Fuck this broadcast. They did not show a replay of that.
Oh man, yeah, high legged him. He had two hands on the ball in space. That was nice.
Let me get
Blau Powell special. Yeah, Davis. Here we go. Davis. All right, running back's looking good. 1st and 10 from the 12.5.
All right. Oh, fade ball. Brownlee. Oh, let's go.
Brownlee for the tutty.
Let's go.
All right. Nice. First touchdown of the year. Let's go. Hold on.
That was a good ball. See, to get those feet in.
J-E-T-S. Jets.
We do, bud.
Yeah, he got it.
Let's go.
And catch Brown. There we go.
I have a bunch of stuff in here.
Small robot. We have a bunch of stat effects here.
It's a good throw by Peasley. Apparently,
Yeah,
Peasley's been struggling a little bit, though. Here we go. Lock, quarterback 3. Austin Sherbert, whatever his name is, with the nice little extra point. Peasley better than Zach. Yeah. Good catch.
I don't think
I want to
Zach
see
ever threw a back pylon ball like that, did he?
Le'Veon Bell, 2-point conversion.
That was Darnold.
Oh, that was Darnold. That was Darnold. Yeah, Zach. I don't know, man. Who's Peasley? I don't know. No, Adam Peasley. I don't know where he came from or anything like that. But no, I'm gonna jump off for 2 seconds. I just gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay. All right, guys. The Jets are back.
I was ready to. I had ordered my tickets to the draft next year. 6th overall pick. I was locked in, but now I'm changing up my plans. I'm thinking New Orleans for the Super Bowl after that Peasley touchdown. But no, that was a really impressive drive. I think the pass protection really stood out. Any passing drop back on that play, especially the conversion to Davis. I was looking at Olu on that play, and he had a really good rep. Overall, I think he had the penalty earlier, but from what I've watched him, his pass reps have been good. But the running backs have looked really solid. Allen was a battering ram on that drive. Davis, slipped up a couple times, a couple short runs, but 3rd down conversion, found the spot in the zone, made a man miss after the catch. And then, Peasley, the back pylon dot there for the touchdown. Then Brownlee finally, we were talking about it earlier, how someone in this receiver battle has to step up and start standing out. That touchdown from Brownlee is a way to do it. Really good toe tap in the back there. So
Jets are back. I was just talking
No.
about. Yeah.
I did not wash my hands. So that's the thing too. Like I think they kept 7 receivers last year, right? So they might end up keeping Brownlee as well. It's like he has some interesting ability. It just he hasn't really proven it much, minus that one catch last year, right? The touchdown catch was designed, but that was his best play that I've seen of him in a game, like live in a game. So I would like to see the release and exactly how he won there. But good play, good concentration, toe tap, awesome. That was good. Now we're back. We are back. I heard you nodding in the ear. You're ordering the Super Bowl tickets. You're considering going to the draft. Yeah. I got you. Let's see. Nice route.
Time.
Great. Yeah. Oh, kickoffs. Okay.
Have you heard like that speculation that teams might try to use position players to kick off so they can get another tackler in there?
Yeah. Like, wasn't it like, who was that safety with the
Justin Reed?
Berry? Is it
Or
Justin
Eric
Reed or
Berry?
Eric Berry? Was it Eric Berry or Justin Reed? One of those guys.
Good penetration. Oh, damn.
All right.
It's a really short kick.
Yeah, but I'm going to say, it feels like he didn't really return that very far, but he got out pretty far. All right.
He caught it like at the 10, I think.
Hawks fight. It's just so funny. Like we're just Jets fans. We needed that so bad. Great job by Davis redeeming himself. We needed it so bad. I'm with you though. Like if we didn't score there, season's over, right? Fuck it. Jersey Jet. Who's the current O line? It was Fashanu, Newman, Tippmann. Who was the right guard, right tackle? I didn't see that.
Right guard, Schweitzer, right tackle, Mitchell. That's the start. Ooh, Clemens.
Oh, no. Kept it. Motherfucker got me.
That's why we can't play DN.
Is Clemens 0 for 2 on those? He might be 0 for 2 on those.
So,
Unless, again, there's an exchange. There might have been an exchange. What linemen are out there? Yeah, I don't know who right guard, right tackle is, Donnie. Did you have an answer to that?
To start the game, it was Schweitzer, Tippmann. I'm not sure if they still had that lineup out on the last one.
Okay. I'm at 19, 18, snap the ball.
They changed it.
Ooh, terrible throw. Bernard Converse was all over that anyway. He's been playing really well on defense. Converse. I don't care that he gave up a long catch.
Consistent out of either side of the ball, the most consistent standout.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't really care that much about the catch, Like obviously you prefer not to give up a catch, but in terms of the process of playing the ball, like that's a good rep versus bad reps, man.
Right.
Brownlee got better. Yeah, I want to see I want to see him stack that, Keep showing us that he deserves a roster spot. Clemens with a big hit.
Ooh.
Completed
It's
the
hot
job.
and cold for him. He's had some really good plays, but bit a couple times.
Clemens, yeah, that was by design. That looked like a TE stunt. Let's see what we got.
He may have just won on that. I'm not sure. Maybe you're right.
I thought it was a stunt. I'm pretty sure it was a stunt. I'm like 95% sure it was a stunt because I'm pretty sure he beat the guard. Like he was rushing interior.
Man, Allen just look at these replays.
I mean, when he makes contact, it's just 3-4 extra yards at the end.
Yeah. Hawk says, I live and die by every preseason play. I get it, dude. I get excited for the games too. Like I want them to win. No doubt about it.
Holding, take that back.
Holding action. There we go. Is Tippmann snapping into nosebleeds? No, I've seen no bad.
Also, I haven't thought about that yet, so I'm assuming it's going good.
Yeah. Nani, the official Jets website has a free link to watch with replays. Mike Rubino put in here if you want to go to if you want to go to NewYorkJets.com.
Let's check that out.
Are you watching a TV though, or like a laptop? Like, do you have another monitor? Like, what are you?
I'm on my
what's your
TV right
situation?
now.
TV, yeah. I have a TV literally right above. You can probably tell. The TV right above me. That's why I was late, by the way. I had to put the TV back on the wall. Clemens is playing hard. Take it. 1st and 18 from the 42. All right. Dude, they're getting the Jets on these keepers, dude. Yeah, they got to start playing these keepers better. Which quarterback runs hurt them last year, by the way, as well. And obviously this is not the it's not the starting defense or anything like that, but running quarterbacks, I feel like zone read plays hurt them quite a bit. So they got to be better in their assignments here because they're biting hard on the running back every single time. Literally every time they're going for the running back.
I mean, I think I bid on all of those too, so it's not easy. But
broadcast angle. Yeah, first down. All right, season's back off. Well, when's the draft? You said. Let's see, Nani just. Oh, okay. You couldn't see it. You were frozen, and you're making like a really like a dumb face. I was gonna take a picture of my phone, but you unfroze, and now you're frozen again.
What?
Nani,
hello.
You're freezing up a little bit on the stream. I don't know if it's just me or if it's everybody else as well, but you're freezing. Let's go. All right, they're driving on us. Oh, Nani's out. Nani's given up on the season. I lost Kyle Smith, the Chargers game last year. Now I lost Nania. It's a couple drives in the preseason. I'm losing Nania now.
What happened?
You froze. You froze, and then you were making kind of like a really stupid face, and you were frozen. I was going to take a picture of it, and then you kind of unfroze again, and now you're
a stupid face.
Yeah. I'll never forget the one with the JFM signing when we we re-signed him or extended him on stream. You're like Swolesy says, I hope Clemens says slim back down. He's slow as fuck with Finn. When Finn adding that weight only made him slower, so dumb. Yeah, it didn't make sense to any of us why he was doing that. Like, he wasn't going to add enough weight to be able to hold up on the interior, but at the same time, only lessening his athleticism on the edge. It made absolutely no sense for him to add weight last year. So, Peter says, thoughts on JD meeting with Reddick at Roscoe Diner to hash it out? My thing is again, like Reddick needs to play. The Jets need Reddick, but Reddick needs the Jets more than the Jets need him necessarily. Like, and it's a thing where even if you want to call that 50-50, like the Jets need him just as much as he needs the Jets. He needs to give in to the Jets first, right? Like, he has to play. If he doesn't play, he's just here the next year as well. And then you're trying to get a contract when you sat out for a year. He would be on the team next year regardless. So now you have him for his age 30 season, and you're just dipping back into free agency a year later when you're going to be 31 instead of 30 years old. Like, it makes no sense for him to set out this year. He's not going to. It's
And the thing is too, like on that point, in terms of him having something to prove, if there were a team out there willing to pay him that, I think they would have traded for him because, we've heard that the Jets had a chance to talk to him, or the Eagles gave permission for that before they made the trade. So presumably other teams, if they were willing to give him whatever he's looking for, could have jumped in and done that as well. But that didn't happen because he's going to be 30 and teams want to see another great season from him before they commit to that. So I think it's pretty clear that he needs this to play this season and have a great year to get what he's looking for. Especially because last year, and this is another thing, he was still really good, but there was definitely, in terms of the production at least, he did take a step back from the previous year to last year in most numbers. So, with him turning 30, there's already that precedent of, okay, is he starting to decline right now? So I think the Jets and all teams in the league want to see another great year from him before, they pay him anything substantial. So, yeah, I agree with that. The Jets do need him. Like, it's definitely a downgrade if he doesn't play. For sure. But I think it's more desperate for him to have to play.
Ooh, Stiggers.
Did
you see the play?
I missed that one.
He was completely free off the edge and made the tackle on the running back. Looks like it was a good corner blitz. And yep.
Has he been playing, or have you noticed? Or
Stiggers?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been in the game for a couple of drives now. 98. Hector's making some plays in there too. All right, it's third down. Stop him here. What's the where are they at in the field? Long field goal.
Let's get a
like a 48-yard field goal.
Field goal range.
Oh no! Running quarterback got him again, dude. Jeff Driscoll. These fucking it's like every time the quarterback scrambles last 2 years, it's always a first down. Oh, damn, man. Defense getting cooked. Stiggers is a baller. He's a good tackle. His tackling in the CFL was brutal, though. So hopefully he can keep that up. Making some plays. That looks like it was like a cover 3. You just didn't get to the flat quick enough. Whoever that inside guy was. Eccles. Dotson's still out there too. Like they're playing some players still. So don't get too disheartened by the Jets defense when you're playing like their third and fourth string defensive lineman versus starter still. Crowder, the Crowder? Jamison Crowder is back on the
Yeah, he is.
Look at that. Little reunion. I like Crowder a lot. There you go.
Okay, good job.
Who is that on the edge?
20 JVC again.
Dude, JBC
He's
MVP of
balling
the defense
out
right now. Yeah, JBC's making plays, man. Dude, super physical against Dotson right there. Popped him off him, kept himself clean, made the tackle. It was a good job. JBC's playing good. Third and 3. 12 seconds, 11 seconds. Deep shot.
It's a penalty. Oh, no, they didn't call
No.
it.
Incidental contact. All right, JBC.
All right.
Joe Patterson, Joe with the hand over the face emoji. I don't know what you're talking about, Joe. Why you giving me shit, Joe? What's going on here? More faith in Stiggers or JBC?
JVC's selling me right now. I mean, he's also has a year in the league versus Stiggers coming from the CFL.
Like you were talking about, like right now, you have to cut one of them. I would cut JBC over Stiggers because Stiggers is, he just drafted this year, and I think he probably has more potential than JBC.
That one was a little shaky. Did you see the replay on that?
No.
He did get him, and they kind of tripped up. No, I don't think he held him, but I think he was beat, and he kind of tripped him up.
He doinked it.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right. Why are they playing starters? I don't know. Because they suck, and this is probably gonna get one of the only few wins they get this year if they beat us. It's very Snoopy Bowl, Rex Ryan, Mark Sanchez era type deal right here. I'm feeling with the Commanders, and they still doink the kick, which is awesome. Ban him. Who am I banning? I'm banning Joe. Forgive me, the Joe with the hand over the face. What's your beef, Joe? Or Joseph? That was close. Yeah, I didn't see the replay of that. Maybe I should go on Twitter so I can start seeing some replays.
Yeah, I have it pulled up on my computer, so
yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, here I can see the release again from let's see the release from Brownlee. Yeah. He like short strided him. I'm not gonna say it was the most like explosive looking type of release in the world. Can you see it? I'm like, did you see the touchdown yet, Nanya?
Yeah, I saw the touchdown.
Oh, okay. I'll show it again for people who didn't. But he's on the bottom right there. I don't think I wouldn't say the most explosive type of release in the world, but we'll take it. I don't know if it shows a replay. Good job. Good. I would say better catch than route. Yeah, toe tap. It was a good catch. Short stride release. We'd like to see, being a little bit nitpicky, he's definitely a little bit like out of control in terms of his release. He's kind of falling all over himself a little bit, but separation at the top, push off, acceleration to the corner of the end zone, that was good. Catching process was pretty good. Yeah, dude, that spin move from McDonald was nice. I'm trying to look at the actual technique of it. Chop down the arms, rotate, got away with the inside arm, ice pick to the inside. It was a foul though. Like you can't grab the quarterback and drive him 2-3 steps into the ground with your face mask in his chest. Not the smartest play from McDonald, but take it. No, there's a spammer. Oh yeah, I got him. Wide receiver had him beat if he didn't fall. JBC. Someone took him out. It was the website ads. Has Olu stuck out good or bad? Nani said he watched him on a few reps and he said he's looking good so far.
Yeah, I thought he had some, especially, obvious pass situations like third down. I feel like he's won pretty much every time I watched him. Not a lot of plays, obviously, but
I was going to these games.
Beat yet.
I was going to these games like talking about like pre-show and even before the game actually started. It's like I'm gonna watch this guy. I always just watching the ball and rooting like a fan.
You just watch the game.
I just want to watch the player. Like Olu's still in though, right? So let's watch. I'm watching Olu.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I think Tippmann's still in too. Maybe. No, Tippmann's not in. Oh, Olu dropped.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Olu.
Good rep.
Yeah, that was a good rep for Olu. So good, Swolsey, good. Based on the one rep I just watched, very good. But no, Allen's making some plays. Davis had a nice catch right there. Brownlee's making plays. Olu's
I don't
looking
even know
fine
what
so
that
far.
play was because I was watching Olu 3-yard run.
Yeah.
But he drove that linebacker like 5 yards down the field.
Yeah. Okay, so it's definitely not Tippmann, right? I don't think it's Tippmann. He's not tall enough.
69.
There you go, Davis. All right. 3rd and 1.
It's Glazer's at center.
Chris Glazer. Okay. Was he the guy who primarily backed up Tippmann? Like he was the next guy to come in, I wonder, because that's might hint to who's going to be the second depth interior offensive lineman.
I mean, he's listed as the backup center, so I think
so. So Glazer and Newman, or Glazer and Schweitzer, I mean. 3rd and 1 is a little inside zone. Yep. Get it, pick it up.
Oh, keeper.
Oh my God, why did he keep it? Peasley, get him out of the game. Bring me Martinez. Why not just hand it off? He's gonna have the first down too. Oh, what a bad decision, Peasley. Trying to make a name for himself. Shit. Glazer's a bad name. He should change it. All right. Damn.
Morstead already getting his mid-season workout today.
Yeah. Who are the Gunners right here?
See, Davis is in protection. Damn.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wow, that was a bad punt from Morstead though.
It's all right. Get it out of his system.
All right, that was like a 35-yard punt, 30-yard punt.
Corey Davis on the catch.
No way. Joe Blewett is better than Joe Glazer. I don't know about that, dude. I would take Glazer. Glazer's kind of it's like a normal. Dude, I would take a lot of things. Joe Desk, Joe Microphone, Joe Phone, Joe Cup, Joe Remote. All the things around me. Joe this is from Put the TV Up. Joe Drill. I'll take anything. Joe Screwdriver. Joe Blewett's not. Now, with that being said, it does make you sink or swim quickly in life. So you develop some callus. Damn. Ooh, who missed that tackle?
This tight ends up the seam, always getting us.
Dude. That was a bad play from the safety.
Yeah, I didn't see who that was.
Neither did I. It might have been Oliver. Oh, they bit so hard on that. It might have been 34, might have been partially responsible for that too. That seam. Look, he bit on the run and
he
didn't
flew by so fast I couldn't see who it was, even on the replay.
I think it was Oliver. Yeah, Oliver, the bad missed tackle. Looks like he was deep. And they're already at the 22 here. Tanzel Smart making a play. You got to feel bad. Like, now, I can't feel terrible for him because he's making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year on the practice squad, but the guy keeps playing well in the preseason to only be jerked around on the roster all the time, off the team, on the team, off the team.
Do you think he's better than Fotu?
I don't. It seems like Fotu has a specific role for that specific role, run stuffing. I would take him over Tanzel Smart, but I feel like Tanzel Smart has never really got his fair shake. But I feel like when he's been in the regular season games, he doesn't really make an impact. So,
right.
I'm not gonna say he makes a ton of plays in the regular season. It's usually preseason when he kind of lights it up a little bit. But let's see. Good game, kid. I just can't see anyone wearing 14 as Darnold. 14 before Darnold.
Fitzpatrick.
Who? Fitzpatrick. Okay. Yes, you're right. I was thinking Jeremy Curley, because Jeremy Curley's 11, right? That was a guy.
He switched to 14 on his second
go around.
2017.
Yeah. Where did he go to, Jeremy Curley, initially? Like he went somewhere and came back. I forget what team he went to.
San Francisco. Then he came back to the Jets. Then he went to the Bills.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a guy, I don't know if it was Twitter, like a podcast I was listening to, whatever it was like some players who are underrated over the years who can make an impact with his team. Like, you put Curley on this team. Like, Curley was a guy who consistently got what 600, 700, 800 yards with the worst quarterback play possible. Like I think Curley could have been a solid slot receiver in the NFL, but he never got the op. You know, same thing with Blau Powell. Like Blau Powell is underrated.
Yeah, hard to judge Curley by the numbers when it's like you could say whatever. I mean, we saw with Zach Wilson and Sam Darnold what they could do to their receivers' numbers, but I mean, at least compared to Geno Smith and some of those years, like they just wouldn't even throw the ball in 2014, 2013 sometimes. So like that just doubled down on the ability to put up receiving numbers. When you had, what was that game against the Dolphins where they threw like 8 passes or whatever? So
there's been so much bad that I can't even remember it all. Like people are like, oh, what's your worst? It's like, dude, there's been so many bad moments. I've had season tickets. Again, 2012 was my first year. There's been a lot of bad moments. A lot. Hawks has cut Oliver right now. He's not a ball player. He's our fourth safety at this point. If you're making business decisions on a tackle in the preseason while you're fighting for a roster spot, you're not for this team. But did he make it? And maybe at a replay I didn't, Hawk. Did he make a business decision or did he just completely whiff? I don't know. David Clowney, he wore 14. Is that true? Sneakers of Boots says, Joe, did you finalize your away games you're going to? Jacksonville is booked for me. At first, I was going to do Jacksonville, Sneakers of Boots. And then somebody on Twitter, and I would say I got caught by like a fake news source, was saying that the Jags might not be playing in Jacksonville this year. Somebody was saying it was like a random, like nobody with like, tens, like maybe like 12 followers, whatever it was. But like I kind of bought it for some reason. And then I booked Miami. So I'm going to Miami this year, Sneakers to Boots. So I don't know if you're in the Florida area and that's why you're going to the Jacksonville game, but make your way to Miami if you are. I'll be in Miami. Let's see. Aaron Rodgers' injury was the darkest moment. And I'm not trying to be dramatic here. Nania, Aaron Rodgers' injury last year was a bottom 5 moment in my entire life. Bottom 5, like over deaths of grandparents. I was like, yeah, I love them, but it was kind of their time to go. Like it was worse than some grandparents' deaths. I'm not going to say which ones, they can't be offended up there, but like, grandpa was supposed to kick it at that time. Aaron Rodgers was not supposed to get injured. My grandpa was supposed to die.
Kick it at that time.
That was unexpected. Like that was the weirdest game. Like rooting, being happy, but at the same time being so miserable at the same time.
Yeah, the whole game I was just silent. And I feel like the stadium was too. Like the Jets were just kind of hanging around, but no one was really invested in it until you realized in the fourth quarter, like, wait a minute, we can go win this game.
We're still in this game. Yeah. Yeah.
And then they got the fumble recovery and like all the interceptions or whatever. Ooh, deep shot.
Dude, JBC is all over these guys, man. Yeah, JBC MVP right now.
Yeah.
I would say. Which, by the way, I haven't seen McDonald in these last couple of reps.
Yeah, last couple of drives, he hasn't been in there. He might be done.
I would like to see him though, right? Like I guess like there were some guys in there, or you have guys who we expect to play who aren't playing, like Jeremy Ruckert, So why does McDonald have to play so much? But I don't know, man. I'd like to see McDonald a little bit more. All right, come on, Stiggers, block this.
Clemens block.
Oh no! All right, down. Let's even it up before the half. Clowney was an underrated Jet. I almost cried when AR went down. Dude, I was on a plane the next day going to Dallas, full well knowing that the Jets were going to get their dicks kicked in by the Cowboys because there's no way versus a top defense away that Zach Wilson was going to win. And not only that, you're talking about the biggest of letdowns. Like you're not even just from a win like that, I would have been concerned. But now you talk about like the team, it kind of sinking in that Rodgers gonna be out for the year, and you're going to Dallas to play with Zach Wilson. I knew they were gonna get their dicks kicked in, and they did. And I was miserable in Dallas. I had a good time with my buddies and stuff, but like I flew on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever it was, and I was there alone for a day. I was depressed. It was go watch that replay. Which by the way, Hawk, you son of a bitch. Hawk, I am pretty sure on that stream, you were saying Zach Wilson's going to come out this year. Trust me, Joe. Like, didn't we make a bet or something like that, Hawk? Because you were on that stream 1,000% telling me to cheer up. And I was like, I guarantee you he's going to be absolute ass. And he was. And I'm pretty sure Hawk might owe me like a case of beer or something. Hawk, you owe me something. I don't know what it is. A beer, an edible, a joint. You owe me something, Hawk. Wherever you are out there. I don't know where you're living, but you owe me something. because you were talking shit on that stream. But yes, it was worth some grandparents' deaths. I'm not even just saying it. It's not a joke.
He just took that return past the 30.
It seems like if the ball goes out of bounds or whatever, it goes to the 30 now, right? Not the 25. Touchbacks are to the 30. I thought.
Yeah, if it goes out the back of the end zone, it's the 30.
Yeah.
Out
Seems like a lot of
bounds in
drivers
the
are
field
like
is
30,
40.
35.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like one first down here at midfield already. That was a hold. 69 was holding there. The only 69 I know is McDermott, but I don't know who this 69 is.
Glazer.
Connor McDermott will always be 69 in my heart. Just got a TV. Dear God, the Jets logo on the score banner is so fire. Dude, it's so much better. It is so much better. These jerseys are so much cleaner. Isaiah Davis is bleeding. Are you concerned, Anya?
Could be the end of the season. I don't know. Wrap
His
him
back,
up.
his rear
Never
delts.
know what could happen.
All right. Dude, send Isaiah Davis on an angle route. He's covered by a linebacker right here. Look like man.
He's going to get it right here.
No. False start. Encroachment. What do we got? Oh, Carter Warren false starting.
Oh, no.
Damian Woody's boy. That's his guy. He said he's going to start this year. We're all idiots for not thinking he could start. 3 months later saying he shouldn't even be a backup. It's weird how he changes tune on that one. I don't know. AR going down destroyed my man's Kyle. It did, dude. Kyle, if Rodgers was healthy all last year, Kyle's still streaming with us. That broke Kyle. On top of being more busy in life, but that broke Kyle. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. There you go,
Oh,
Davis.
let's go, Davis. Yeah.
All right. Broke a tackle. I'm out. The oval is worse than I imagined it would be. Joe and Michael, my dudes, can't stay long, but you guys are the best ones to listen to. I appreciate you. You're
Thank
rich. Chicken Jenkins says, miss you, Kyle, wherever he is. I hope he's all right. He's fine. He's still doing his thing. He just picked up some extra work, I think. I think he I don't know if he picked up more hours teaching or whatever it may be, but yeah. Nasty rush by McDonald. Yeah, we saw the spin move. Sideline hats. Joe, 100%. I was already drunk on Kool-Aid, and I was not going to let AR injury deter me. I honestly thought we can make the playoffs with Zach, but I was expecting him. I'm going to go back to that stream, Hawk, and maybe watch it and see what the bet was. It might have been we made the playoffs with Zach or something like that, but I remember you were trying to talk me out of it, and it's like, Hawk, it's just not going to happen, my guy. It's just not with Zach Wilson, and we saw what happened.
Ooh. Oh, cool. That's short,
whoa.
though. Oh, did he fumble
pitch
it?
Did he pitch it or fumble it?
I think he fumbled it.
Oh, come on. Corley, hell of awareness right there. Zach Kuntz, 999 RAS. Can't hold on to the ball, though.
Tough catch.
Let's see it.
But then,
Let's see the replay.
see what happens.
Dude, Corley, what a play. He dropped it, and Corley just came and snagged it.
Wait. Is that going to be a catch even? Because it looked like he picked it off the ground.
Oh, shit. I didn't see that part.
But I couldn't see if it popped right into his hands or if he actually.
It looked like he grabbed it. So on my angle, it looked like he grabbed it and the nose hit the ground as he was controlling it, though. Let's see. Dude, his hand's under it. I think that's a catch. Is that Corley's first catch as a Jet? Oh, minus.
It.
Let's see. So it's not a fumble, obviously. It has to be a catch. Did he control? The nose of the ball didn't hit the ground there.
Didn't?
I didn't see the nose of the ball hit the ground. What a catch! What a play by Corley, man. Let's see if it hit the. I didn't see it hit the ground.
Yes.
No, he
Corley.
didn't. Let's go, Corley. Second catch of his career. That was hell of a play. Nice.
Wait, or was that a catch or did they call it a fumble?
No, it's a catch. No,
Okay.
he didn't. There's no way. Yeah, that's a catch. That's a catch for Corley. Drop by
he
Kuntz.
popped it
Everybody's
right
boy
out.
Kuntz.
Oh my! That angle. That's a crazy grab. He just
Dude.
plucked it. That was like the Edelman play in the Super Bowl. That's what that reminded me of. Very similar
that was
stakes too.
That was awesome.
But yeah, that's a great play.
Let's see.
Oh, here's
First
a
and
great
10. All
angle
right.
of it.
Oh, I'm ahead of you again.
Oh,
I'm up.
that's inches.
Yeah, not in the game of millimeters here. Damn.
Oh,
Yeah, Corley dropped it. on and out. Are you there yet?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
34, 33, 32.
I'm at 30, 29, 28.
Oh, we're pretty much even.
When are we getting Kyle back? I can't miss the comeback. I don't
Olu's
know.
doing a really good job.
I tried to entice Kyle to come back for the top 25 show, but he said he doesn't know the roster well enough. So we'll get him back eventually. He'll come back for at least a stream sometime. Maybe I can get him back full time eventually, but okay, Corley. I want me to get a first down there though. We got 38 seconds. They got a timeout in, so they still have one remaining, or they have none now.
I think that was it.
That was it. Okay, get in the field goal range. Rich says if you two had to pick one player in fantasy to draft between Hall and Wilson, who would you pick?
Hall.
Yeah, I'm a running back guy. Like it's easy. Like there are so many good receivers out there that you could get starting level receivers in like a 3 receiver league in the 5th, 6th, 7th round who are legitimate impact players. Where you get past like the first 4 rounds and you don't have your if you don't have your 2 running backs in the first 4 or 5 rounds, I think you're kind of effed in fantasy. So I am a draft running backs early kind of guy. Luckily, in one of my leagues, I have Brees is my keeper in the 4th round this year. So I got Brees in the 4th. Which is solid.
They're flexed out. Got Davis out wide on a safety.
Peasley draw. Get it. Nice catch, Corley. All right.
Catch.
No, he caught that 36. Get the fuck out of here, 36. Go pitch boy. Get out of here. He caught that. 2. Okay, what are they running here? Get in range.
Get out.
You got to bounce?
Yes. Good job.
Nice. Yeah, good job by Davis having the awareness there to get out of bounds. You want to get at least another 10, 15 yards here, come up, spike the ball real quick, kick a field goal. You're not going to go for anything. When he hit Garrett on the TD late, I was okay. I was okay. There's something to hold on to. There's a slant though that Garrett Wilson did all the work on. Good awareness. Sorry, not sorry. The green on black sideline gear is doo-doo. Green on black is just a bad combo.
Nah, I think it's good.
I don't know, Souls. Yeah, I'm not with you here. I'm only with you on the white on green or the green on green and white on green. I do not like with the Jets.
They're going to do it, though, because they promoted it in the reveal. It's at least not as bad. What are we reviewing?
No.
If he got out?
If you got out of bounds. He's probably not out. What, do they have like a 10-second runoff with that? Like, how does that? I don't know how that works. I forget.
Yeah, probably.
10-second runoff, 7 seconds, and got to throw it to the sideline. Kyle's comeback,
and then they'll run it.
Kyle's comeback is more anticipated than AR's comeback. I don't care what you fake ass fans got to say. I appreciate the dedication to the stream. If you miss Kyle that much, but yeah, Kyle is missed for sure. Is Peasley, which Kyle, like after he left the show, he was like, hey, or I didn't get a message from him or anything like that. I just got a delivery from like Kyle Smith, and it was a replica Jets helmet. I was like, oh, okay, sweet. I'll take a replica Jets helmet. Thank you, Kyle Smith. Jets Unleashed. What are your thoughts on the game so far? Kind of as expected. Preseason game, relatively ugly, but 10-second right off, yeah.
All right, so one shot at the end zone here. You try and do like a quick out. Do you just
I'm gonna try to get out of bounds. I'm gonna try like a quick out. Thoughts on the Jets game so far? I don't know. We've seen a few young guys stand out positively, right? JBC has stood out on defense. Will McDonald with a nice spin. Leonard Taylor, Bruce Hector. Offense, you got the running backs have played well. Yeah, throw a quick out to Corley right here. Run that guy off deep on the bottom. Get Corley on nice.
You can get
on an out route.
4 yards there.
Yeah, you just want to get like 7-8 yards here, make it an easier field goal.
It's only 5 seconds.
They spiked it.
There's only 5 seconds left. I guess
But didn't he say it starts at 18? 10-second right off starts at 8. How did it go from 8 to 3?
I don't know. It was just at 5 suddenly. It just went from like 8 to 5.
That makes absolutely
All
no
right,
sense. How
Greg
the race
Delay.
lost 5 seconds.
I like how they
bringing on.
don't let Cyber do this.
Yeah. Thoughts on the game so far. Some young guys standing out. Running backs, JBC. Zerline, 56 yards. Let's see if he's in midseason form. Made it.
Straight down the middle.
Let's
Money.
go. Buckets.
Yes.
All right. Nice little 10-10 game going into halftime.
We're in this.
All right. Go back to the chat for 10 minutes. White on green with white socks is severely underrated. White on green with the white socks. I don't know, Solzy. I am not with you there, my friend. I hate the white on green with the pickle pants. I'm not a big fan. MetLife. Yeah, so like going to I don't know how you feel about this. You're not really like you're not a season ticket holder and stuff, but for me, I don't and it's just a weird thing. I don't like, excuse my French here, but like popping my cherry kind of for the year. Like I don't like going to MetLife and the first game being 15,000 fans in preseason, you know, because like then I feel like a couple of weeks later, it almost like diminishes coming back. Because like the first time I walked in last year, thunderstruck, the lights, loud music, all this stuff, awesome environments. Like it's kind of like really hypes you up. Where when you go to the preseason game, it kind of like it takes a little bit off the top for me. So I like the first time I'm going back to MetLife Stadium to be like the game, like to be it. You know, that's how I feel about it. So I don't go to preseason. I don't go to preseason and like camp and stuff like too. I don't go to camp. I'm not. I did that for Jet Nation for years, where like we had like private access and all that stuff going to camp, and I hated it. I hated standing in the heat and all this stuff. It just didn't make a lot of sense for me. And then you drive back home 2 hours. It's just, I don't have time. Jets Unleashed. Do you think McDonald's hit was legal? And I'll throw that to you. We kind of already talked about it a little bit, but Jets Unleashed wasn't on the stream.
Yeah, like you said, I think it's fair to say that was a penalty. I mean, bang play, but it's one of those that you probably have enough of an opportunity to, you know, hold up. But regardless, it's more important that I think he had an amazing rep.
He got there
on that.
Yeah. He's gonna drive him into the ground. You got to try to fall on your shoulder instead of on his chest, basically. And he kind of didn't like turn out of the tackle, so or the sack attempt. So underrated. Hawk says I think he ran the clock purposely so the field goal would be the last play of the half. It's fine. Like I get that thinking. If you don't think you don't trust Peasley or whatever to not take a sack there or something like that, or if at this point, let's warm up Legatron a little bit. I understand it, you know, but I would say in an ideal situation, 8 seconds left, you hike the ball, spike it, 7 seconds left, try to get 5 or 6 yards, right? If nothing's there, you know, throw it out of bounds and kick a field goal. I would say in like a real life game situation, but preseason, okay, who cares? I'm okay
so who
with
would you say has stood out for you so far? I just made a little tweet and I put JBC, Olu, Allen, Corley, and Davis. I mean, obviously Brownlee, I guess, should be in there, but in terms of consistently, those guys kind of
Leonard Taylor
made it.
I would say Leonard Taylor had 2 really good like stuffs in there. Leonard Taylor, Michael Clemens has been hot and cold, like biting on the read option, but he had a nice blow up of a tight end, which you expect a 270-pound DN to blow up a tight end, right? So not going to take too much from that, but yeah, I would say Taylor, Brownlee are missing. But green on white is the best. Yeah, I would agree. I think this green is the best. Like last year, I liked the black the best, but this specific green jersey, not necessarily sauce, but like Nanya said, the number, like actually having like the one having some character instead of the one having being a block of butter, I think is what you referred to it as. I definitely like the green jerseys the best for the Jets. Green on white, white on white, black on black, probably in that order is my favorite combos. Go ahead, Nani, with your top 3 combos for the Jets.
Top
unis.
3 combos?
Hey, we're taking over CYJ. I don't know if we're going to talk about the unis anymore or anything like that. So I'll carry the burden on Blewett splits when you're on every other week.
I think I got to put white on white first. I mean, I was a little disappointed to see it today, just because I wanted to see the green one's debut. But I mean, look what we're seeing out here today. It's kind of hard to argue with that. And we saw it at night last year. Now we're seeing it in the day for the first time, and I think it has held up so far. I think that deserves number 1 spot for now until we see the other ones. Maybe they'll be able to take that. But I would say second. I would put green on white second. And it's such a classic Jets uniform, but it was diminished in this previous uniform. It was just
It's gross.
Well, under Saleh, they barely wore it. I mean, it got to I think Saleh came in and he realized it. He was like, we're wearing white as much as we can. And they very rarely even wore it because it was gross. But now, like, you can actually get back to wearing that and be proud of it. Like, this is your Sunday afternoon home game uniform, which they don't even have that many of those this year because they have so many primetime games anyway. But yeah, like, I think that's your traditional uniform, and you could be proud of that now because it's a better shade of green. Like, it's not as
So
busy with, like, it
doesn't have those
stripes,
stupid shoulder stripes right here or right there.
So, yeah, I put that second, and then I put black on black third. I think it's going to look great in some of these primetime games. Probably we'll see it debut in the Patriots game, I'm assuming. Halloween against the Texans is probably going to be awesome. So I would say that's third. But I wouldn't sleep on the white on green in this one. Like, generally, I agree. I'm not a fan. But I don't know. Like, I saw some of the promo pictures of Garrett Wilson wearing that, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll give it a shot. I think it's 'cause they usually lose in it too. Like, I've made too many uniform record tweets, but I mean they were something like 1-15 in those at one point over the past few years. But and then they wore
like
Mike
2-14 in the other
game stuff with like, and then it reminds me of like Gase 2019. They wore it a lot in 2020, so it has stains on it. But maybe we could clean some of those off in the new one. But those are my top three.
In the pickle pants defense, we were bad in every single jersey combo for the most part. But
I mean, all black. Funny. I think they were like almost 500. So I like the Mike
Bengals,
White game.
Bengals game.
Was the Jaguars game 2021? They actually won.
Did they wear black on
against
black?
The Bears, they're all black.
Bears?
So they
yeah.
So they're kind of okay in all black.
That Bears game, man. I remember I was so freaking wet. Like, I bought like really cheap like rain gear, completely ended up ripping it off because I was wet anyway. And I remember after that game I had quite a few, and I tried to slide down the rail leaving the concourse, and let's say I made it halfway down the rail before I abruptly fell off the rail. I've had some moments. Okay, so green jersey to pride again. Yeah, I definitely like these green jerseys a lot better. The last ones were gross with the shoulder stripes. I hated the shoulder stripes on those jerseys. Jets Unleashed brings up a good point that I didn't notice from, maybe it was only a rep or two, but he's saying they use Kenny Yeboah at fullback. Did you notice any of that? No, I didn't notice.
I did see that once. There was one point I definitely remember noticing it. I didn't realize how many times they did it or how well he did, but there was definitely, I saw it once. Yeah.
Now, if Ferks are wearing 46 or 47 or 48, whatever that number is, that's something to note, dude. Like,
yes,
because if he's going to be the fullback, I think he has a better chance of making this. Like, what do you think in terms of fullback, tight end? Like, your final prediction for the roster, if you had to do it right now, what's that group going to look like? Like, do they carry fullback? Is it Ferkser as tight end 4/fullback? Is he tight end 3/fullback? Like, how do you see that room kind of shaking out in terms of fullback / like tight end?
I mean, if he really is a fullback and he's essentially replacing Bawden, then that definitely improves his chances because Hackett usually carries one. They had one in Green Bay while Rodgers was there. They did last year. So that is pretty, just that number alone changes a lot. Because, I mean, Kuntz isn't in play. I think Yeboah has a good shot as the third tight end, but there's not really a fourth tight end in the mix. So,
yeah,
I mean, I think it depends on some of these other battles. Like we talked about the wide receiver. Is someone going to stand out enough to force the Jets to keep them? And then does that erase the fullback from the mix? So it's interesting to keep an eye on.
Right now, I would say if I had to say three running backs, I don't think they carry Izzy. And I think they carry 4 tight ends, but it's obviously Conklin, Ruckert, Yeboah, and then I think it's Ferkser. I think Ferkser makes it as like tight end 4, fullback 1 on this team. But I don't think you need do you need Valladay or Izzy as running back 4? Like I don't know.
Right. So, I don't think you do.
I think they carry 4. I think they carry 4 tight ends or 3 and a fullback with Ferkser. I think Ferkser makes it though, because to me, and like I don't know how the reps have went in camp and stuff, but you'd assume more counter power or gap. They're going to use a fullback more than they did last year, and they use a fullback 7-8 reps a game last year. So I think they do end up carrying Ferguson at this point. Swolsey says, yeah, like I'm getting younger out there. Swolsey says black on black is gross, basically. If I had to bet, Swolsey, and I don't know this, I would bet that you're an older fan who does not like the black being incorporated into the Jets uniform. The Jets are green and white. Tell me if I'm wrong, Swolsey. That's my guess, though. I'm guessing you're in your 50s or 60s, and you're a little bit of get off my lawn with this one. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm just saying. I'm guessing. Because how do you hate black on black? I love the black uniforms. They're nice. We have Dakota, who at first was saying same old Jets. They don't have enough talent on this roster. To now saying Braylon Allen is him. Malachi Scorley almost broke it for a big TD. Apparently Caleb Williams is going off. I don't know. Caleb's doing great today. Just remember, there's people breaking down Sam Darnold's first game in preseason and saying that he was a Hall of Famer already. So just don't put too much stock into week 1 of preseason. But we need the running back at 4th. You're talking about like we need Izzy as a running back 4. I don't know about that. The Goda says anyone that says or thinks Caleb Williams is going to be a bust just go watch all his film up closer. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch him close enough. I'm not going to say he's immune from being criticized and saying he'd be a bust. There's players out there who were higher rated prospects who were busts, right? Like Jamarcus Russell when he was coming out was him. You know, I would say even more so than Caleb at that point, and he busted out big time. It's possible. Solzy says nope, under 40. So under 40, sure, like 38, 39 then. It's a bad color combo. If it was monochromatic, neutral colors, gray and black, black and white, and just no green. Oh, you just hate black and green color combo in general. Okay. Black and gray. I think that could be incorporated into Jets unis, like some gray, like some gunmetal gray, for like the fighter jets, you know, but probably doing too much at that point, right? Green, white, black, gray. Getting some highlights from some rookies. Braylon Allen's definitely looking good today.
Yeah, some first half stats if you want it. Braylon Allen, 6 for 54 rushing, 9 a carry.
Nice.
Davis, 4 for 8. But he does lead the team in receiving with 4 catches for 32 yards. Corley, 4 catches for 28 yards. Brownlee, 1 catch for 12 yards. Those are the only 3 pass catchers in the game so far.
2 running backs and Brownlee. Taylor
with Tyrod starting the game, 1 for 2 for -1 yards with a sack for 2 yards. Andrew Peasley, 8 for 10 for 73 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks, no sacks.
Yeah, I wish I see a little bit more from Tyrod. Unfortunately, his 1 completed pass was a smokescreen or bubble. I think it's a smokescreen to Corley that he ran for -1 yards, 2 yards, but it's okay. That awareness by Corley to scoop up that ball though is awesome. That's a cool play. He was the result. If he didn't do that, we didn't get a field goal, right? So, okay. We have Solzy in here who keeps calling you Serpico, who I'm pretty sure is like a guy in a movie who's like a serial killer who like keeps bodies in his basements or something like that. So I hope he's not. I hope he doesn't mean the actual person, just the look. I don't know who Serpico is, but I will Google that now. How did Jaden Daniels do? 1 drive, 1 touchdown. You know, rushing touchdown.
I could see it.
You could see Serpico?
Yeah, I pulled it up.
Okay. I got sometimes those aren't so friendly. Those I got compared to Darnold for a couple of years. So I'm on kickoff right now. Nothing happened.
Oh, I already saw it finish.
Oh, okay.
I'm ahead of you then.
Cool. Oh.
What happened?
Well, who was it? Cordington, whatever. He got the ball and fell in his face.
Oh,
he started running up the right side and just tripped and fell. Not ideal.
He's not in the competition.
less than ideal for that guy. Just falling. Blunted Vegas. What's up, gentlemen? I hope everyone's doing awesome. We have football. I'm so happy. Yeah, what's up, London Vegas? I haven't seen you in a little bit, but I am very happy that football is back and I can actually break down things that are happening instead of watching thousands of plays of last season. First, I'm at
so
15
good,
on the
like
play
new
clock.
content, because it's like as time goes on, it just last season gets so old. I mean, last season started almost a year ago, and you have to watch that until now.
Yeah. Or Izzy's in. Izzy needs to prove something for sure.
What clock are you at?
For the play clock, I'm at 29, 28, 27.
Okay. I'm at 18. Keep going. I'll play it when you're at 18.
20, 19, 18.
Okay.
There you go. Serpico was a cop in a great movie, Joe. Oh yeah. Transparently, I don't watch any cop stuff on TV, like I don't know, like CSI or Code Blue or like whatever these shows are. I don't watch anything cops related. His career's over. Greg the Leg, all-time greatest kicker for the Jets. Him and Thomas MVP. Now, I don't know about the old kickers for the Jets, but I would say since I've been watching, Greg the Leg is the best kicker I've seen, even though Nick Folk for a couple of years was really consistent. But Nick Folk did not have a leg, though.
No.
Like anything outside of 50, you got
he
concerned
had some
with Nick
kind
Folk.
of bad seasons, too.
Yeah. He's
like
up and down.
70s, 60s.
3rd and 5.
Oh.
Yeah. He tried to let Taylor make a play on that. McCutcheon? What number's,
yeah,
what number's Taylor?
86. He's not playing.
86. Okay. 86. Yeah, you're right. I'm embarrassed. You know, Joe's a Fast and Furious kind of guy. Dude, like the Fast and Furious, the first one was like, at least it was somewhat realistic. But then Fast and Furious got so unrealistic so quickly. It's terrible. Like that wasn't like a recent movie. They were driving cars in space. Like that's all you need to say for that movie. It just got so bad.
Okay, more said bounce back punt.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was like Fast 5. They're like dragging like 20,000 pound safes from Subarus. And then you have, I think it's The Rock is like standing on the hood of a car going like 80 miles per hour, jumps in midair, grabs a girl who's like falling off a bridge, and then lands on another car going in the opposite direction. So he basically just got hit by a car going like 100 plus miles per hour. And he just gets up and walks away. I'm like, okay, all right, hey, it's fine. It's okay. You know, here we are. Jay Feely. I don't know. I don't feel like Feely wasn't that great, right? I don't. Then again, like this is my younger years of Jets fandom. I don't think Feely was a great kicker.
I pulled up the Jets all-time kicking stats here so we can get a real answer.
Right.
Excluding guys who only kicked a couple times, because Eddie Pinheiro is at 100%. He was 8 for 8. Austin Seibert kicked once last year. He was 1 for 1. So outside of those guys, the highest field goal percentage was actually Jason Myers, 91.7%. But he only played one season.
Short-lived.
So if you count players who played multiple seasons, number 1 is Greg Zuerlein, 86.7.
Then what are we looking at with Feely? We got Feely.
Feely's
Pat
next.
Leahy.
Feely's next at 84.4, but he only had 3 50-plus yard attempts. Greg already has 17. So
what about Pat Leahy? Because Joe Gron in here saying Pat Leahy is our best kicker ever.
71.
Hey, I don't know about that.
The thing is, like,
that's pretty low.
Back then, like, kickers are better now than they used to be.
For sure.
I think he was good. I think back then he was an All-Pro once. It's just the average was lower, and kickers are more consistent than they used to be. So compared to the rest of the league, he might be the best, and he was there for a long time. He had 18 seasons with the team, so he's the longevity. But I don't know. It's hard to compare because the league averages are different.
We have Bada Bing is asking, what about John Hall's percentages? What do we got for John Hall in there, Anya?
Let's see, 73.4.
73.4. All right. Ben's back in here. He says, first time I've ever seen Salah talking to Hackett on the sideline just now. Do you buy he has a bigger role in the offense? Nani, your ex co-host is asking you a question here. What do you think about? Do we buy it?
I mean, I didn't see it because I'm looking at this Commanders broadcast. They don't show the Jets at all. Did you notice that?
I didn't, but like if he's talking to him, like he's said he's more involved. Players have indicated that he's more involved. So I would say yes, he's more involved, but does it have any actual like substantial impact? No. Like if you go from 0% to 10%, doesn't really matter. I think he's trying to be like a voice in that room, but I don't think he has a voice, if that makes sense, right? Like he's not going to make an impact, in my opinion. So, ooh, Monroe. Now we're getting to some players. I don't know who Monroe is. I don't know who 43 is. We're going to start looking for
Getting
some
deep now.
Yeah, we're definitely getting into the.
I have
into
not
the
noticed
deeper
Eric
roster.
Watts, who I pointed out before the game. Number
Yeah.
58.
I would say out of the defensive ends in camp, right, who are like UDFAs, he's made more noise than McGregor, but I haven't really seen any of them make an impact.
Well, they did a little safety blitz there.
Yeah. Yep. Safety blitz handoff.
Smart getting into it.
Looks like it was short of the sticks, right? 3rd and 1, 3rd and inches here.
Yep, 3rd down.
Unconscious zones has more outdoor kicks back in the day. MetLife used to have a little bit of a reputation for being a hard place to kick because of how the bowl made the wind swirl. I think they've lost some of that reputation because of, MetLife's a little bit more open than Giant Stadium was. Like Giant Stadium, like you were much more so on top of the game. And in my opinion, I don't think at maximum capacity or like at maximum noise level, I think Giant Stadium will always be louder than MetLife. Like I went to obviously the game last year was super, super loud. I still don't think it tops the 2009 season opener against the Pats. That game was, you could not hear yourself think. It was so freaking loud, but it's by stadium design. That stadium was louder. Same with the Seahawks. And the Seahawks are a bunch of fucking cheaters. The fact that you put thousands of metal bleachers in your stadium and then make a roof that caves in so the sound bounces off of the roof and then reflects back down to the field. It's like such a bullshit stadium that they're so loud. It's not the fans, it's the design. So fuck the Seahawks. I take pride in being loud. And they're like, the Seahawks are the best fans. It's like, no, their stadium is built for noise. It is, though. Handoff from Pistol. He was close. I think he got it, though. Damn, Jets can't hold people up on these 3rd and short rundowns. Chicken Jenkins asking, damn, Ben quit on hosting with Nanya. Rest in peace, Ben. You joined the graveyard of hosts next to Kyle. Yeah, dude, just straight piece of crap. Ben just said, I'm sick of it. I don't want to do a stream with you anymore. I'm bored, and he left. No other reason. Chicken Jenkins, just absolute garbage human being that Ben is.
Out of left field. I just pulled up to record one day and he wasn't there. I just did it myself.
Yeah. Right. Just terrible. What a terrible person he is.
91.
Ooh. Yeah, 90. That's McGregor,
Bronson
right?
Kafusi?
It is? Okay, it's not. What number is McGregor? Is
No, it's not. That was a pull right there.
Oh,
remember Bronson Kafusi?
And was he the guy who transitioned
91.
from offensive? But he went from D-line to O-line,
so,
right?
Yeah.
Did he change?
I think so.
Yeah. It was a good win by McGregor there.
That was our starting edge rusher in the 2019 season opener.
Good play by him. Bad job by Key to defeat that stiff arm. They're gashing us a little bit on the ground here. Just got that big AC. I don't think they're going to get out of it, to be honest, Wolsey. I think they're going to be in a stadium for quite a bit. Blunted Vegas says Jets defense is going to be like an XY chromosome. Olympics boxers fighting women's division. It's going to be fucked up. Are you saying that we have a defense that's overrated, but because we play a bunch of bad teams, we're going to be looked at as better than we are? It doesn't really make. I don't know how to relate the Jets defense to a guy beating up females in boxing, but here we are. I don't know how to make that leap. Blunt to Vegas. I think we're pretty good defense. I think we're like a strong woman fucking up women in the women division, not a male fucking up the women in the women division. But here we are. Thank you, Swolsey. Still here watching second half Jets preseason. Yeah.
Oh, shot.
Nice
31.
D.
Good coverage.
31 is who? 31 is my football number. It's not the best football number. It's not. But every time somebody wears it, it's always an ass player. Like on the Jets. Like there's not really been a good 31.
Bless Austin.
Yes, Cromartie. But then after that, like when I was really into it, yeah, bless Austin. Not the best. It's usually a bunch of guys, so I don't really know who they are. All right, Jets. 2nd and 10.
Where's our pass rush?
Who is that? Who fell? Somebody fell. The slot there. Gardner Minshew's at quarterback. That was a push off. That's why he fell. Swilling is 31. Just having fun. Love you guys.
Back him up.
But yeah, Blunt to Vegas. I'm still not making the connection here. I am plenty willing to make connections and have some fun and talk about stupid shit. But I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Congrats. Yeah, Ben is doing some social media work for the Chargers, right? Ben, what exactly are you doing? Are you be doing like a video editing, video interviewing?
He's the defensive coordinator.
Are you like are you the Eric Allen? Are you the Ethan Greenberg? Are you the give us a Jets comparison so I could relate it to somebody so we can know? I don't think you're gonna be Eric Allen, right? Deep shot, or not deep shot, but over the middle. All right,
we gotta hold him here, boys.
3rd and 6, 3rd and 5, big stop.
Momentum.
Big stop. Cromartie, Crow looked good in 31. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about Crow.
Harbaugh's the get back guy.
No, I don't know, Ben. I don't know. I know you do like MMA and like you fight and stuff. I don't know if you're big enough to be a get back guy. I feel like you have to have some girth. Ben's a little lanky for a get back guy.
Strength coach.
Maybe he'll just threaten him with his feet. He'll just kick him in the face if he goes over. 3rd and 4. They blitz 5 or 6.
Incomplete.
Nice.
Let's go. Trace Swilling.
Stud. Absolute stud, this guy. Now, do they go for it?
Keep him over Eccles? Maybe
to.
Reed? Reed's contract is expiring. Maybe start building for the future. He's got more length than Reed. I don't know. Isaiah Davis on punt return.
Reed's been getting beat up a little bit in camp. Any concerns about that on you?
I'm not concerned. No.
Here comes a fake punt. You're going to try it. No. Never
mind. Probably should have fair caught that.
I was say, did he not fair catch that? That's need to have a little bit better. Was that Isaiah Davis? Does he have any kickoff and punt return experience in college? Because I don't remember hearing about
kickoff.
that.
Very, very few. I think he had like 7 kickoff returns. I don't know if he did punt though.
Yeah, interesting. Because it's something like you think is just so easy to do, but it's not necessarily that easy to just do it. To catch a ball that's 60 yards in the air, people breathing down your neck. It's not as easy as people think it is. But Benson is working on in the video department, editing and filming stuff. All right, cool. Isn't Herbert already injured? Like there was something with Herbert, right? He had a turf toe or something like that. He played through the entire season.
Tripped over a wire to one of the cameras. Like they don't know who.
And now he has turf toe.
Yeah, one of the cameramen kind of was running onto the field during a practice and like ran into him. They said it was a new guy too, like one of the new cameramen.
Ben, listen, I'm happy for you, but watch your back, dude. You got camera guys tripping star quarterbacks, hurting them for the season. You got doctors puncturing lungs with needles. You gotta watch out. Ben's gonna have a wire wrapped around his neck or something like that. I'm kind of scared for you, Ben. There seem to be some demons there. Ben is more like Brian Costello bitching on Twitter. Is he bitching on Twitter? I don't know. I don't care. Reed losing camp reps equals a nothing burger. I don't think I saw him losing any reps. Oh, you're talking about like I thought you meant like losing reps to other guys. Yeah, it's a nothing burger. But with that being said, like Reed was beat a little bit last year than maybe some people realize. And I know he really only gave up like yards against the Dolphins, but Reed's a solid player. Like he's a good number 2. Am I gonna panic if he's not re-signed by the Jets? No. I'd much rather have Michael Carter than Reed. I think Michael Carter is a much better player than Reed is at his position. So Ben is laughing at you, Nani. I don't know why he's laughing at you.
I don't know. I was just
you're talking shit. That didn't actually happen. That didn't actually happen, did it? You're just talking shit like it was Ben, maybe? Is that what you were doing?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that completely went over my head. I was like, oh, they got doctors doing this shit. They got media people tripping them. Okay, I was not paying attention enough. was like, what was funny that he said about that? Like, I thought he was serious. Wow, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Michael Carter second, over Reed. Yeah, I'm with you. Right? Sign.
Yeah.
Sign Michael Carter right now to a 3-year, $10.6 million or $10.2 million a year deal. 30.6 total.
Oh,
Looks like I hit him in the hands. Lance McCutcheon. Dropped it. Do we have anybody of substance playing at skill positions right now?
Let's see.
Cephix, McCutcheon.
87. Who's 87?
We got Warren. CJ Uzama.
There's another 31. Jeremy McNichols.
For the Jets?
Yeah.
All right, Izzy? Nice little 11, 12-yard run right there from Izzy.
No, that was wrong. 31 for the Jets is Isaiah Winstead.
I thought you said McCutcheon was on the, or whatever his name is on the
Yeah, no, I was looking
Commanders.
I was looking at the Commanders roster.
Yeah. Lavernius Coles. Is it Lavernius Coles out there by chance in number 87? 87. I'm trying to think. What number did Kellen Davis wore like 49 or 48 or something like that, right? Something like bad tight ends. That freaking guy. They threw up second
Against the Bills.
Hold on, why are we at 2nd and 14 now? Didn't Izzy just get like a 10-yard run?
Was there a penalty?
Was it holding?
Didn't hear about?
Probably holding. All right. 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. Yeah, I remember Kellen Davis, and then it was like I think it was the Bills. The Bills game, like everybody danced, like where everybody was dancing. Did we lose that game at the end, or did we win that game?
No, that was the 2017 game that they won when they were dancing.
So then it was at 2018 when it's like a game winning.
It's 2015, and
okay,
you know the colorblind game. Remember, it was green versus red. It was that one.
But hold on, I'll wait till this play 3rd and 7. See if they convert. Probably not, considering
Carter Warren in there or any.
Carter Warren's right tackle.
Okay. Oh, pretty good.
Oh, there you go, Martinez. All right,
yeah.
Strevler, Strevler. All right.
2.0.
There you go. Yeah, it was a game-winning situation, right? Nania, what's their play call? A designed fade, I believe it was, to Kellen Davis. I was like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, what is this? Like Kellen Davis, like not like 2015. What we had Chris Ivory, right? You had Brandon Marshall, like all these guys. Eric Decker, have to have a situation. Kellen Davis, I'm like, whoa, God, like what are we doing? Let's see. 1st and 10, 7 seconds left, 6 seconds, 5. Hand off to Izzy. Oh, okay, Izzy. Broke a tackle. When we lost Coles and Moss, it was the saddest early days of my fandom. Yeah, Nani, what was your first player loss that you felt in your fandom? Where you're like, damn, man, I really like that player. Who was your first?
Probably Revis. Revis when he went to the Bucks. That was it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I would say the first one that like legitimately hurt me, where I was pretty upset, was Jericho Cotchery. They lost Cotchery and they brought in Derek Mason. I was like, why? Like, what are you doing here? So I would say him. I even heard a little bit losing out on Thomas Jones. I love Thomas Jones for the Jets.
A lot of Izzy action here.
Yeah, it's not really okay. 2-3 yards.
It looked like
2nd and 7.
Could have maybe done a little more with that.
Oh, there's Cole Laval, number 60, the guy from the CFL. All right, so we got him. We got Carter Warren. Ben Buston, that 4th and 5 against the Bills in 2015 haunts me more than the Week 17 game. Dude, that was a bad one. The Bills, man. What were we up in the Bills game? That first game with Darnold pre-mono, that we were up like 16-0 or 16-3 or 18-3, whatever that was.
16-0.
16-0. Ended up losing 18-6, right? Or 19-6?
That's
or 16?
17-16.
Oh my god. Zvedvik missed 2-3 kicks?
Yeah. Oh,
he missed, I think two Sepik. I think he missed 2 kicks and then an extra point, I believe, in that game. Could be wrong. Blunted Vegas for the super chat. Says our defense is gonna be in a different league. That boxer got me pissed though. It's not right, man. So you're saying like the Jets? Okay, so you're saying the Jets defense is so good that they're like a man beating up women in the female league. Okay, I got you, Blunted Vegas. Now I understand what you're saying. But yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. But yeah, I'm with you. I think guys should try to beat up guys. That's what I feel like.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
No, okay, I got him. Said about that too. Revis one broke me later. Revis, man, like what do you Revis now though? He's really kind of like sour Jets fans. I mean, he seems like just such a douche. Based on the way he acts.
A lot of weird, unnecessary posts. Like he's always out to kind of defend himself,
Dude, like,
even if it's just unprompted. So
yeah, and it would be like something like people don't even mean like I don't even know what Crow said, but it'll be something as small as like I don't know, Crow will go out there and be like, Revis was one of the best corners I've ever seen. And then Revis will be like, I am the best corner you've ever seen, you piece of shit. It's like, oh my God, dude, like relax. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal. Kotri had several. Yeah, dude. Kotri, he went to the Panthers after the Jets, right? What did Kotri do after the Jets? Let's see here.
Oh, Revis unfollowed me. He used to follow me on Twitter, but he doesn't anymore.
Oh man!
I don't know.
Look at that. It's like I've told you, obviously the Jamal Adams one, right? Where I was tweeting out good stuff about Jamal Adams, and then like the one play, I'm like, oh, lucky play, like he should have got beat here or whatever. And I guess he like scrolled up my timeline and then unretweeted the tweet he previously tweeted because I put out some negative stuff about him. I'm like, oh, you asshole, freaking asshole. Okay, so let's see what Kotri did after the Jets. So. Oh, well, he didn't have great 2 years in Pittsburgh after. Okay, so he went to Pittsburgh, then Carolina. 237 yards after the Jets, 202 yards after the Jets, and then he had 600, 500, basically. So, yeah. He only had 433 yards at the Jets in 2010. Was he injured? I wonder. Yeah, 14 games played, 5 games started. I wonder if he was hurt that year. Yeah, Kotri for Derek Mason, though. I'm talking about the first matchup in 2015. If they won that, they would have made the playoffs. If they both won, they would have been the number 1 seed. In 2015, the first matchup, I'm trying to think what happened in that game.
That's the Kellen Davis one on Thursday.
Oh,
night.
that was okay. So that was it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That was Dude, Kellen Davis. That year, I'm pretty sure it was 2015 as well against the Bears. That was a game that I believe DeMario Davis, or maybe it was David Harris forced a fumble.
2014, they played the Bears.
Okay, so 2014, they played the Bears on like Monday Night Football or Thursday Night Football, whatever it was. And one of DeMario Davis or David Harris ran back a scoop and score touchdown. I think it was like a fumble from Jay Cutler. But Nani, wait, hold your horses. They blew the play dead, so the return did not count. Came back, punted it. I was like, of course. Gregor on the edge. Okay. Ooh, nice catch by whoever that is for the
incomplete.
Was it incomplete?
Yeah.
They ruled it incomplete? Okay. Rob Moore was my saddest loss.
Kendall Sheffield.
Revis still has a crazy ego problem. Like
honestly,
absurd.
Like, one thing you could say about this game, quick, like it just seems that their DB coaching seems really good. The fact that a lot of these guys are coming in and have tight coverage, making plays on the ball. Like we saw against the Eagles last year, they lose Sauce and Reed, still hold down a really good receiver room. So like, you gotta give credit to their coaching staff in the secondary.
Kotri was done. I loved him, but yeah, he was done. He had a few good years with the Panthers after that, but yeah, he only had like 300 yards, 400 yards with the Jets. I misremember that a little bit. I thought he had a little bit more, but when I was a teenager, like I was a big Jets fan, but I wasn't like die hard. Yeah, I would say I became diehard until like after. Like I think the runs to the AFC Championship made me diehard, and then it was what's been happening the last 10 years.
Yeah.
3rd and 6, snap. Nice. All right. Justin Hardy in coverage.
But to the point you just said, like about the last 10 years, there was something I heard
yesterday or a couple days ago that just blew my mind. So like you know Connor, who has his podcast, like he writes for us a little bit.
Yeah.
He's 13 years old doing his thing, but he called into the Rich Eisen show and he was like, "Yeah, I'm 13 years old and the Jets have never made the playoffs in my life." And just hearing that was insane. Like his entire life did not like. I feel like it's been a long time for me because I haven't seen it as a fan because I didn't really start watching until after those title runs. But to think that someone could be 13 years old and it hasn't happened in their life is crazy.
Yeah, the drought is now at 13, right? 14. Well, 14. Well, no, this is the 2024 season, so it's officially 13 years. Yeah. I wonder what month Connor was born in because it's close. But yeah, that's wild. Like in his life, the Jets have never been to the playoffs. That's
like,
so
let
bad.
alone Super Bowl. Most of us can say that pretty easily, but not even playoff.
I cannot like. If everything works out like it should this year, the Jets should have a home playoff game. Like realistically, the Jets should win this division, right? Like based on the talent on the roster, all this stuff, and we got to see exactly how it unfolds. But I cannot imagine a Jets home playoff game. Like I just want it so bad. I'm gonna be so goddamn nervous, but seeing like just that environment must be crazy. I've never experienced a playoff football game. I've never been to one. I've only been to a playoff.
I've been to one
hockey
playoff game. I went to in 2014. The Panthers won their division with 7 wins, and they had a game against the Cardinals in the wild card round, and they won. So that's only NFL playoff game. It was. I mean, it honestly wasn't. It was really rainy. The Panthers don't have the best fan base as it is.
They don't.
It was decent, but honestly, like most Jets games I've been to were more electric than that.
Yeah, I would say in terms of like, and obviously it depends on like where the team kind of like where they are at, like in their, in their life cycle. Like, are they a good team, a bad team? But Carolina, dude, like they didn't cheer at all. And I remember like at the end of the game, they started cheering. I'm like, now you guys are cheering because like you secured the victory. But like,
yeah,
it was a season opener. Like they barely stood up. Like there was
a lot of Jets fans there.
Yeah, a lot of Jets fans. They didn't really cheer very loud. Like they weren't great. I would say Cardinals fans weren't overly impressive. I think of like where else I've been. Colts fans weren't great either, but I don't know. Colts fans were great in terms of
fan base you've been around.
Packers,
in
Bills.
terms of like noise and involvement, who would you say?
You know what? No, honestly, and like people they're not gonna want to hear me say it. Like Packers, they should be loud, right? Because they have a Hall of Fame quarterback, all that shit. The Bills, man. The Bills, the fans packed the stadium. It was now obviously it's like a week 17 game. They want to keep the Jets out of the playoffs, but the fans stood the entire time. Now, granted, the bleachers were wet because of the snow, so maybe that's why they stood. But they packed that stadium for a team that was like 6-9 at that point, or whatever they were. So I would probably say Bills, Packers, as of right now. But I'm not talking shit about the Colts fans were absurd, like stupidly nice. It almost felt like I was gonna get like abducted or something there. But in terms of like the loudness, it wasn't crazy. Yeah, it was weird because like, so Izzy's not running that bad actually right now, but with the Colts, like let's say you're in New York and you see a Colts fan walking around right before like a Monday night Jets football game, like New Yorkers are like, oh fuck the Colts, you suck, Here, pull out my whatever and whatever. But like with the Colts, like I was walking around and they would be like, oh, how's New York, man? Like, is the pizza really that good? Like, what's going on there? I'm like, what is wrong with you guys? Get away from me. Just not used to it. Who do we have at receiver? Kuntz is 81, so we can watch Kuntz.
Yeah, Kuntz.
Izzy, was that a fumbled snap? Bobbled snap?
I don't think so. I think Kuntz just got in the way.
Run to the ball? He run to the ball? All right. Let's see. Hartson's Vinny T. It's been rough, as we know. Deciding to bring out.
Yeah, there was a botch snap there.
Deciding to bring Vinny Testaverde out though last year was just a bad omen. Like I was concerned about that before it even happened. I'm like, I don't know if that's the best idea, man. And then that's what happens.
So
he wasn't done. Go look
out this year for a good omen.
Brett Favre. So at least he gets injured halfway through the season. No, I don't know. Nobody. Don't bring out anybody. We don't have any. I don't know. Joe Klecko. Marty
There's
Lyons.
nothing to call on other than Joe Namath.
Oh, deep shot. Oh, dude. Terrible tracking by McCutcheon.
Yeah, I was
right
gonna
there.
say. I think that was where
bad
he
tracking.
wanted it. He kind of lost it in the air.
That was Brock Bowers level tracking the ball right there. So Brock Bowers does. He slows down. He tries to make a great catch, but that's bad tracking. He geared down right there. Yeah, bad play. Boo 85. Boo 85. That's actually a nice pass. All right. Panthers team was good. From little you've seen, what positions need the most improvement? I don't think we're basing anything off of one game here. But I would still like to see some depth at some spots. Like I wouldn't be mad if they added receiver depth, defensive tackle depth. Like if they added another like run stuff where I could see that. But nothing from this game that we're concerned about, right? Like we're not seeing the backup, the six string tight end, and like, oh man, we need another tight end here. At this point, it's.
I don't think anything about this game has changed my outlook in any sort of way. I think the main takeaway is just I think mostly the rookie class has really affirmed the potential that you like to see from them. It's not to say they dominated or anything, but I feel like every rookie who played, you saw like, okay, I see the vision. I see why they drafted them, what their role could be. So that's my main takeaway. But I don't think, and really not enough. They haven't gone deep enough into the depth chart for anything to really stand out as severe in terms of how it would impact the team in week one, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if there's any position, I think that, and we're talking about third string into the practice squad here, but maybe like D tackle has looked a little like it's hard to pinpoint anybody, but they did get run on up the middle a lot in the first half. So in there, like they looked a little bit soft, but Leonard Taylor stood out, like you said. He made some plays.
Play.
Who, we were saying pregame, like he hasn't really stood out in camp at all, but he's been a positive. So maybe there, it's a little light down the back of the depth chart, but the secondary, I feel like all the way down the depth chart, you've seen a lot of good from them, especially JBC, who I think is going to be my clear number one standout from this game. Oh, yeah. Almost a pick.
Oh, God. Jalen Key, man, right to his chest, drops it. Got to make that play, Jalen Key.
Got to have that one.
Right in his breadbasket. Yeah, I need that one. All right. It's a little bit disappointing, the drop. I don't know if this is supposed to mean something else or whatever, but Nania, do you ever go to Dilworth's? You know what the hell Dilworth's is?
I live in Dilworth. I don't know what exactly place he's talking about. That is the neighborhood I'm in Charlotte.
I don't know if that's like a Serpico reference or something like that. Oh, another scramble for a first down by quarterback against the Jets. Happens all the fucking time. God. Come on. I want to win this game.
Do you think, like, and just like overall philosophy with this Jets defense, do you think there's a fix for that, or is that something they just have to live with the way that they play?
Yeah, you got to live with it a little bit just due to how aggressive they are on the front. And I think it happens a lot on like third downs and stuff, right? And the Jets are more of a man team on third down. So I would say that's what it typically shows up. So it's mostly on those sets because at least if you're in a zone, you can see them. But I would say it's more because of the defensive line's philosophy than anything. Blunt to Vegas says I don't have the game on. I don't have the game. I just got home from work. Thanks. Oh, you haven't been watching. Okay. Yeah. Like Nania said, all of the rookies, man, like I got to go back and watch Fashanu, but Fashanu, I would say stock up. Corley, stock up. Nice return.
That was like someone missed.
Yeah, they had a nice return. Or Corley had a nice catch. Nice hold. Holding coming back. Corley, Davis, Allen, all good. Stiggers, I don't know. He had a tackle for a loss, but he got beat on one play, I believe. JBC, not part of the rookie class, but he kind of is. Has been really, really good. Another injury for 43. I don't know who that is. Oh, it's a local Jets bar. I feel like I went to Dilworth.
Oh, yeah. No, I haven't been there for a Jets game, but I get food there. And it's good.
Dilworth. I actually really like that. Like that area, the area of the country you're in, minus like the Hurricanes, is actually like one of my favorite areas of the country. Like the Carolinas, Georgia area. Like I really like that area of the country. If I had to move somewhere, it'd be like there or like Texas, I would say. Even though I will say, and people might want to lynch me for this, but
I think Carolina's barbecue is better than Texas's barbecue. I've been to both. I've tried both. I was a bigger fan of the Carolinas. So maybe I just went to the wrong spots in Texas, but Carolina for the dub. Local Jets par. Meatball Parm says, do you think Jordan Travis is our QB1 in a few years? If I had to guess, I'm going to say no. 5th round pick, right? Now, I think he has the capability to maybe do it, but like, what are you looking at Jordan Travis? Like, yeah, that's a really like starter level quality that he has. Leadership, movement skills, sure, but like he also had a lot left to be desired as well, in my opinion. Like a lot of people talk about Jordan Travis, like if he wasn't injured, he'd be a 2nd or 3rd round pick. I don't think so, in my opinion. They're getting carved up a little bit. Defense. McCaffrey, Luke Rice. Gardner Minshew part 2 over here. Yeah, I would venture to guess no, though. Like Jordan Travis, if he was uninjured, Nanya, are you on the same boat? Like, do you think he's a 2nd or 3rd round pick? Like, I think he was a 4th or 5th round pick. I would say if he wasn't injured, he'd probably be a 4th round pick. Like, I don't think he's some 2nd round pick that we got in the 5th round because he was injured.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I would love for him to do that, but it seems like a safer bet to say that won't happen, and hopefully he could be a solid backup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I would think that once they know Rodgers is on the way out, that they would prepare to, draft someone, or maybe they like where they're at, their win now window, and they make a free agent move or something like that. I think they're gonna, because they're gonna have a window with the core guys that they have for hopefully the rest of this decade. With Sauce, Garrett, Quinnen Williams, Jermaine Johnson, like all these guys who are early to mid 20s. You're hoping they could keep you in the mix for the rest of this decade. Yeah. So whenever Rodgers is done, whether it's after this year, after next year, I would think that they're going to try to do something that could continue to keep them in that mix.
Gun to your head right now, Nanya. Who is the Jets 2026 starting quarterback in the first game of the season? How to do it?
I'm already dead, so they have no quarterback.
You're already dead.
Damn, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like who's a veteran who might slip
Jets
free. In a
running out of the tunnel. Your starting quarterback. Number. I don't even know. What number does he wear? I don't know. Number 8, Kirk Cousins. There you go, Ryder at the same exact time. Yeah, like Kirk Cousins. Maybe if like Dak is like signs like a 1-year deal or whatever, like they can get Dak in next offseason. I don't know, but I'm with you. Like I don't. Jalen Hurts. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like who could be Kirk. If I had to bet Kirk, I don't know. Gino, there you go. Texas Mexican food is unmatched. Bada bing, I am with you. I had Mexican food there, by far the best. So Texas ruined Mexican food for me. I cannot get Mexican food around here anymore. Jersey has decent Mexican food. I cannot get barbecue around me because of Carolina and Texas both ruined barbecue for me in New Jersey. Jersey is pasta. Homemade pasta. You can't really find homemade pasta because Italy kind of ruined pasta for me. But pizza, pizza and pork roll and bagels is what Jersey has over every other state. Like I will not go to Texas or Virginia or the Carolinas and try to get a good pizza. It's just stupid.
Oh yeah, so, like growing up in New York ruined pizza here for me. Like every place here that claims to be a New York style pizza or whatever cannot pull it off. So yeah. I mean, I'll go. There are some good like Neapolitan places that I'll go to, but anyone who tries to do it just the standard New York way, it's not close.
Yeah, but you pretty much just won't eat. Like you just won't even order the pizza at that point. Like why even try to order it? Like I'm not going to go to, I'm not going to Virginia and ordering pizza. Just like I'm not going to Texas and ordering Italian food. Like it's just not gonna happen. But Jets need to stop right here.
There we go. Nice.
All right, there you go. Who was that? 98 Hector again? 58. Oh, there's your boy. There's your boy Watts.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Clemens not making that play. Let's just say that. We saw him not make that play a couple times.
No, he's too boxy. Yeah, Watts looks pretty boxy too, but I would say he looks a little bit more athletic than Clemens in terms of like movement skills. All right. Carl Lawson, who? I can't believe they got rid of they renegotiated Lawson's contract last year to have more dead money this year. They did absolutely nothing for the Jets.
That was such a shame. We thought that was going to be our big time edge rusher.
Yeah. And then he tears his Achilles versus the Packers. Was this Achilles or his ACL, actually?
I think it was Achilles.
I think it was Achilles, too. Yeah. All right, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, it was. All right, let's get
Carl
top
Lawson's
here.
still on the team. No, Carl Lawson is still, he's vying for, people thought he was going to get signed by the Cowboys. They brought him in for a visit. And then he tweeted something out, like kind of indicating that he may get it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn. All right. He's on the team. He was trying to play for the Cowboys, and then they brought in somebody else. So Carl Lawson may be out of the NFL this year. No. Yeah, Carl Lawson has had what, like multiple ACLs, multiple Achilles, at least multiple ACLs. I don't know if he had multiple Achilles, but I think his explosion has left him. Pistol, is it like a veer?
Pick right here. Pick.
Yep.
Hold him up. Stop.
No, he didn't get in. He didn't get in. Smell like Daniels. Bada bing. I don't know if this game is going to go to overtime. If they kick a field goal here, do we go into overtime?
There is no overtime.
Okay. Oh, there's no overtime in
Preseason.
preseason? No?
Yeah, remember the James
Tie.
Morgan Hail Mary? They tied the game. Made that a tie.
Eagles.
Yeah.
With Yaboa? Was that the Yaboa catch?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. 2nd and goal. They're going to hand it off again, probably, right? Yeah. Handoff, easy touchdown. Walk in. Our backup defensive players are not good at all. No toughness at all. Yeah, it's preseason. I'm not going to get too worked up about it, but they're getting eaten alive.
Got cooked by Sam Hartman.
Yeah, got cooked by Sam Hartman. Not ideal. Ooh, who was that linebacker, though? That's Surratt just filling like that? I don't know. I wonder who's responsible for that gap. It was way too open.
Yeah, whoever was the DN, he
yards.
kind of just played it straight up, but then the guy in the edge just took it outside, and he went straight through.
All right. Can the Jets come back?
Let's do this.
I don't know. I don't have too much faith
Before
in
the
her.
touchdown, we're going for 2.
They are thinking of UPS application status. You talking about for Carl Lawson? Dude, I like Carl Lawson was a good guy though. Like I was rooting for him. He seemed like a little bit of a nerd. Anime, all this stuff. Like I remember the camera panned down to him in the Jets hat. JETS, Jets. Like
Yeah.
I was rooting for him, but my concern is like when you sign a guy like that. And I try to be optimistic. And I really like the film from him with the Bengals, but you sign a guy and it's like, hey, this guy has had 2 ACLs on one knee and another ACL on the other knee. It's like, hey, like this is probably not great. And then you know what happens, So know the backups who won't make the team. I'm talking about their application to UPS. Yeah, I'm gonna say there's some guys on here who are not, there's some guys playing who are not gonna be on the team right now. Watching McGregor, watching Watts, watching Key is still in there, I believe, on defense. JBC is out. Carter Warren's still playing. Look up for backup. We've got Jake Hansen, Xavier Newman, those type of guys. The fact that Surratt is playing the 4th quarter isn't a good sign. I was wondering how he was doing. Yeah, that didn't look great. I don't know if he's supposed to fill there or whatever. I got to go back and obviously watch it and get it slowed down a little bit. But that looked like B gap was just absolutely wide open, and there's 2 linebackers who just try to penetrate. But is what it is. I still think Surratt makes a team. Probably as linebacker 5. Sorry, Barnes 4. Yeah, Barnes 4, Surratt 5. I would say, and that's probably the cutoff. And then Sammy Govin or whatever on the practice squad. If I had to bet. Right, like 4 linebackers it's possible. I think the Jets carried 4 linebackers going into last year, but then they made some moves, and Sammy Govin or whatever his name is, was brought back in. So we'll see. We will see with linebacker. Now Martinez comes back out. Receivers, I don't know who is. There's like nobody at receiver that we're watching. I think Kuntz is the only skill guy we're watching.
Brandon Smith.
Yeah. So we're going to let Zach Kuntz them off somebody. Izzy to have a 90-yard touchdown run, something like that. We can use a Kuntz catch. We can use something for the Kuntz hive. He hasn't done anything since he's been in the league, but
not a single thing.
Right? Well, he caught a touchdown from Rodgers in the preseason game, or in a practice, right? But he ran the wrong route.
Well, didn't he have like an uncovered touchdown against the Panthers last year?
Was that it?
Yeboah?
No, I'm pretty. That might have been Kuntz, but then didn't Rodgers yell at him after? No potential. Who is that? 35. Valladay? Is it Valladay? Yeah, Valladay's 35.
But it was a good sign earlier to see both Corley and Davis each had one return. They both got to the 30.
That's what we guessed pre-stream, right? Would be Corley and Davis probably be returners at this point. Maybe probably Gibson.
I mean, Gibson will get his shots, but I would take both of them over Gibson for kick returner.
I think Ed Rivka has been pretty vocal about this, that she doesn't like Gibson as a returner, and I didn't see anything impressive last year from him either.
She put out a film review. Like there's definitely some there were some well blocked returns where the vision was questionable.
All right.
Who's this?
Martinez has been relatively accurate.
Yeah, he's no Strevler, that's for sure.
Ben asked thoughts on the new kickoff after seeing it a few times. I would say like I still prefer like the old school way of doing kickoffs, where people are running 25 miles per hour each other and making full speed collisions. Like that's still my preferred method, like back in the day. But this is better than kicking the ball out of the end zone and just having it go to commercial break again, right? Like it was a non-play in the NFL last year, so this is definitely better than what it was.
Well, another one of these inside toss plays.
Yeah.
A couple times
35.
we've seen that.
Valladay again.
Yeah,
that's a new wrinkle.
I don't think teams are showing their whole arsenal in the kickoffs yet.
No.
Because there's stuff you hear out of practice with tosses and like the thing I said earlier where, maybe someone tries to reach up and touch the ball or like squib kicks. We haven't seen any of those, and that's supposed to be a big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think teams are being pretty vanilla with, I think week 1 we're going to see some crazy stuff pulled out that we haven't seen.
Yeah, so like throwbacks and like pitches and that type of deal. Yeah.
Especially you got 2 returners back there. There's potential to do some really cool
trickery
stuff. Yeah.
Like TJ Graham laying down in the green.
There's
of the
that
end
one
zone.
play. That was great, but there's one, I forget when it was. I'm pretty sure it was the St. Louis Rams though. It was like 2013 or 14 where one of the returners on a punt fake caught it and everyone bought it, even the camera, and then suddenly the other guy has the ball on the other side of the field and is just running for an uncovered touchdown because they drew the whole coverage team to one side. So I think you could do stuff like that with this kickoff.
Wasn't it? It was TJ Graham on that one, right? And then okay, here we go. Who's 84? Stephen Hill? Harrell? It was that TJ Graham, he returned it, but he only brought it out to the 15-yard line, right? Like it wasn't even it didn't even do anything. Like it was maybe it's like I don't know if it was a touchback or whatever it was, but yeah, TJ Graham, throwback, number 10. But yeah, I like it. It's something. It's better. Something's better than nothing. Meatball Parm getting ready for the baby to be decked out in Jets gear. The problem with buying him Jet stuff is he grows out of shit in a month. So you buy stuff and it's just in the garbage in a month anyway. So I'm not going to deck him out yet, but he will be for sure. Deep shot from Martinez.
Oh,
he caught it.
We're in this game.
Jeff Smith. Who is that?
Vincent Smith. No, Brandon Smith.
Vincent Smith. Brendan Smith. All right.
Martinez has looked pretty good.
He's looked better than Peasley. Dude, good throw.
Good loss.
He's an accurate.
Dropped that right in there.
Yeah, that was a good throw.
Well tracked, secured it.
Kuntz is toast. Maybe we can make this roster if we keep
Kuntz here. Kuntz red zone. Let's go.
Kuntz red zone fade.
Kuntz.
He's big. He's big. He can get it. Is he even in?
He's not in right now.
He's not in. Ah, fuck. Nobody's in. Who we want to get a touchdown right now. Oh, not ideal. All right. That's a crazy play. Simply let's talk about the XY chromosome stuff again. All right. Martinez is impressive. Smith. Rusty Spooner. What's up, Joe, Nani, and Gangrene family? Hope all is well. Let's go, Jets. Everything is great, Rusty. We're talking football again. It's a welcome sight.
Yeah.
Seeing Jets back on the field. That Monday night game, I'm just gonna be so nervous. Like waiting all Sunday, waiting all Monday. Like at least last year, Monday.
Rough. Yeah.
Like Monday, you're tailgating, you're at the game, you're having a few beers, so it kind of goes by quicker. But like just waiting in my living room for that game to happen is gonna be brutal.
Oh, short.
Yep.
4 down
From the
territory.
1.5 yard line. This is when you bring in Kuntz for a goal line fade to Zach Kuntz. Here we go.
Or like I said, Kelsey toss. Give him that little
Kelsey
shovel
toss?
pass.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Blunted Vegas says, do you think anyone on the Jets will wear that Guardian? No, I don't. I severely doubt anybody in the NFL is going to wear that, to be honest. Am I crazy? Did the offense look like no, simply it's a preseason game. Tyrod is 10 times better than Zach Wilson. Tyrod Taylor last year were 10-7, if not 11-6.
I mean,
Really.
Tyrod had one play that was really good that got called back.
Is he?
Touchdown.
For a touchdown. All right. Quarterback.
Let's go for 2.
Yeah. Hold on. All right. If you had to win a game today, do you start Zach Wilson or Martinez? Martinez, why not? He's a Jet. Why did they do another Monday night? So yeah, I wish, like, realistically, bada bing. I don't know where you sit on this, Nania, but like before the schedule came out, I wanted the Pats at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. 1 o'clock home game against team that you expect to win, and I don't care. Don't bring up any team in the NFL can beat you. The Pats have had our number, whatever. No, they should beat the Pats.
Yeah.
Period. So that's what I wanted.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Like either opening against the Pats or like my other hope was get one of your West Coast trips out of the way initially, which they're doing with obviously the 49ers, but like start on the road against the Cardinals at 1 o'clock, or 4 o'clock, something like that. I was hoping for the season opener, but I know it's preseason and all, but the play calling with Hackett on 3rd down is still terrible. Too many. Yeah. I'm not looking into it right now. It's in terms of like the 3rd down play calling. Alex Izzy. Yeah, there we go. All right. We got a tie game, 17-17, 6.5, 7 minutes left. If JBC just caught, or if he just caught that passes right to his chest, we wouldn't be in this situation. But hey, here we are. Let's see. If you see Zach's name, or you say Zach's names 3 times, he bangs your mom. Be careful. Unfortunately, you're spelling Zach Kuntz though. I don't know if Zach Kuntz is banging moms. Zach. Which, by the way, he was at a bar by me relatively recently. Red Rock. I don't know if anybody was from the area, but he was at a bar. I was like, why the hell is he at a bar? But apparently his fiance or his girlfriend is like, they have like a rich family and they're from the area. Apparently.
Zach Kuntz?
No, Zach Wilson.
Oh, Zach Wilson.
Yeah, let me see if I could yeah, here you go. This is somebody, this is one of my guy I know, and Zach Wilson at the bar. So let's see. All right. When Rodgers plays,
what am I having for lunch today?
Who said that? What are you having for? Yeah, what are you? Well, it's 2 o'clock. It's like I think it's gonna be like an early dinner. I'm gonna say.
Well, let's see.
What's your choice, Nani? What are you doing? Are you cooking? Are you ordering? Are you a big order guy? Are you a big cook guy?
I'm a
what's
big
the deal?
order guy. I don't have much cooking ability. Let's be real. Besides like boiling pasta, not a lot of.
Skulls, you said Dilworth.
Yeah, I actually went there yesterday, so I don't think I could do back to back. I might get like. I don't know. Everything's on the table.
I think I'm feeling some.
Depends on if we win this game. That's what's going to determine it.
What type of mood? Is it like depression food? Like, oh, we're 0-1? Or is it like victorious? Have a little cheat meal?
I'm gonna do some Indian food. I think that's the move tonight. Last night off, I refuse to eat Indian food on the nights I work for obvious reasons. I cannot be somewhere where I cannot go to I can't be on a call and have to go to the bathroom and be like, dude, listen, I got Indian food. I got a shit real bad. Can you guys just wait like 10, 15 minutes? Don't move. I'll be back. Like not ideal. There's a flag on that. I saw a flag. Might be coming back. Wilson is the epitome of a spoiled rich white kid. So I don't want to hammer the kid because he's been away from the Jets. Like, the thing with that is, though, like, he was also door dashing in college to make money. So like, he wasn't just getting money from his uncle from JetBlue or something like that. So like, I don't want to diminish him. Zach Wilson doesn't seem like a bad dude. He's just a really shitty quarterback. Right? I don't know. I'm not going to highlight Chicken Jenkins' chat here, Nanya, but it seems like you have he's indicating that you might be getting the train run on you. Based on that chat. So
what?
Chicken Jenkins says, I'm not going to highlight it, but you're in a peculiar situation right now.
Oh.
So, Meatball Parm. Oh, we got a screen pass. Nani, I'm afraid for your health. Have you started your beer pong preseason? I don't play beer pong. Meatball Farm at tailgates. It's more cornhole. We are a cornhole enthusiast tailgate. So I'm pretty sure I probably played against you, right, Nanya? And it's always the problem is I was coming. Our first shotgun beers at 8:00, so then the rest of the thing gets cloudy. But I'm pretty sure
we played cornhole once, but I was pretty awful. I suck at cornhole.
I'm pretty sure we played. You guys are making me hungry. Need more uniform analysis from this duo. Well, we've seen the all whites before. Nothing has changed before. We'll have some uniform analysis for the next game, which hopefully they're wearing some greens. But
I mean, this isn't a bad uniform matchup. As much as I think the commies have a terrible uniform set right now, I mean, this red on white against the Jets all white is pretty solid, I think. It's a lot better than the Jets all green versus the Commanders that we saw last year.
I honestly forgot that the Commanders had white pants. I thought their pants were only red, yellow, and now black. I didn't realize they had white as well, unless they got rid of the reds. Maybe they got rid of reds?
This isn't bad for them. This is probably their best uniform.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad at all.
That black one they have is disgusting. And when they go all red, terrible.
Yeah. Okay. So they still do have. They have
good pressure. Ooh, there he's again.
Right there. Dude,
Leonard Taylor.
Yeah, he's had a good 3 or 4 really good plays, like blowing up runs. Now he's a sack, couple pressures. Leonard Taylor is the winner right now from the D line. Nice, man. Good job, Taylor. Pin him, block the punt, touchdown. Let's win this game. With a Serpico look, I imagine Chinese takeout. Are you interested in any Chinese takeout?
I was thinking about Thai. I was thinking about that.
There you go.
Not Chinese.
Get some pad ki mao.
Yeah, I like getting pad Thai, like noodles, stuff like shrimp type thing. I don't know.
I feel like Thai is basically the bougie Chinese food, but if I'm gonna do some Chinese food, I am a sucker for the what the hell is that? Wonton soup, dude. Wonton soup.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, all for it. Chicken Jenkins. Nani is posting a meme material just like Robert Griffin III. Huh? John Hassel, am I a grumpy old man because I hate the uniform talk? I hate uniform talk. Yes.
I love uniform talk.
Yes. Either that, John, or did you play any like sports? Because if you didn't play, it's usually people who didn't play sports who don't like uniform talk.
I love uniform baby.
Talk. Okay, do not give this up.
That's right. Break down, make a stop. Let's make a play in special teams here.
Yep. Let's win the game. Drive the field. Pistachio pesto linguine. I think I'm going to eat that tonight. Ooh, pistachio pesto linguine.
That's interesting.
Interesting. Super bougie, though, the pistachio. I am probably a grumpy old man, too, I guess. Yeah, John. Little bit grumpy old man with the hate of the uniform talk. I love uniform talk. Okay, short punt, something here. I don't want to end in a tie, right? We got to secure the dub.
No.
Let's see. Not even close to a block. Who is this?
Could have a good return here. Codrington. No, or
No.
not. Oh, reverse field. Okay.
Hold on. Wait a second.
Oh.
All
that. He didn't really get that much more out of it.
Yeah, he ran 30 yards to get 5. Predictions for this final 4 minutes. I'm going to say run up the middle for 3 yards. Complete pass, 2nd and 7 to 85 for 12 yards. That's what I'm going for the first try, and I'll see after that. That was my first. But I'm gonna go field goal. I'm gonna say Jets connect on a 47-yard field goal with a minute left. That's what I'm going with. Do I know why? No. I know you guys did some wild predictions on your CYJ podcast. What's the random prediction for this game? Well, Eric Watts is gonna, intercept the pass, do a backflip, get a touchdown. So I don't have anything too crazy for you, Ben. Honestly, the best thing to come out of this game's.
I think there's going to be a breakaway touchdown on this somewhere around midfield. We'll see like a 50-yard
Zach
run
Kuntz.
from Zach Kuntz.
Zach Kuntz mossing somebody. Solzy says, honestly, the best thing to come out of this game is for me seeing the logos and the new unis everywhere. He said units.
Oh no. Jade is sweating out the under at 34.5.
I railed the under at 35
on Jets Commanders Saturday 12 o'clock preseason.
I love the terminology.
Gotta respect it.
He railed the under. All right, dude. I've been on some preseason games. I'm not gonna lie, like first touchdowns and stuff like that, just because like why not? Throw $5 on it. But I delete my DraftKings though during the season. Or after the season, because like I'm fine with betting on football. I usually make out even, maybe even a little bit above even. But my problem is I'll be like taking a crap and I'll be bored and I'll be like, oh yeah, I know the Hornets are gonna beat the Thunder today. And like I have no idea. And I'll just like bet on it. Like I have no idea what I'm doing. Like I don't really watch basketball, but of course the Hornets are gonna beat the Thunder. So I'll delete it when it's not during football season. It's too tempting for me.
Ben and I bet on draft day where Spencer Rattler was going to get drafted too. We did not win. So,
would you guys think like early?
Or no, it was like on the third day already. It was which team would draft him, and I think we said Saints, and he went somewhere else. No, he did land on the Saints. I think we thought Seahawks. Yeah.
So. If I could go back in time, I preferred Rattler to Jordan Travis, transparently. Now, I know Rattler was off the clock when the Jets picked Jordan Travis, but I like Rattler and what I saw of him a little bit more than Travis, but we'll see how it works out with Travis. I just wasn't like there's nothing overly impressive. Like what is his is that
right, solid
5-6 yards. My dad would be watching this game, like, what the fuck? That's a terrible play. Terrible play. I'm like, Dad, 6 yards on first down is actually pretty good. Oh, terrible. Throw the ball. It's like, oh, all right, sorry. Let's leave you alone. He's a Giants fan, actually, my dad, but
my dad is also a Giants fan.
Really? Yeah. So how did you become a Jets fan? How'd that happen?
Well, so he got Jets season. My uncle's a Jets fan, and my dad like grouped up with him to get Jets season tickets just because they were easier to get and they were cheaper at the time. So he just liked going to games and stuff. So he grouped up with him on that. And I wasn't into football yet. So by the time I was, the Jets were having their run. They were really good. So I started going to games because they had season tickets. So became a Jets fan. He's not like a super diehard Giants fan. Like he almost kind of roots for the Jets now because of, Jets X Factor and everything and like what I do with them. But he is a Giants fan.
Ben says over under 5,000 people at this game.
Oh, shit! It's a good ball.
Did he catch it? No, no catch. No catch. All right, 3rd and 4.
Haason Whiteside.
Haason Whiteside. Was it the guy who dropped it?
No, it was the defender. It's not Haason Whiteside. His last name is Whiteside. Who's easy on the Jets?
Easy.
Obina Eze. 68.
Bada Bing says, "Oh my god!" Again. I don't know what he's saying.
Oh, something big.
Let's see,
about
3rd
to
and
happen.
4. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
Shot. Oh,
sack. No.
capability. Taking a shot. Oh,
Wow.
Let's go.
Hey, Martinez. I'm definitely taking Martinez. Martinez over Zach for the
I'm
win.
taking him over Zach all day.
Whoever asked that question before, Martinez all day.
It's done.
Look at that, man.
Look at
All
that.
right, Martinez taking a shot. Oh, thank God he uncovered too, because
that was a dot.
dude, he had outside leverage to that DB. He just said, fuck it. Like, he's not looking at me. I'm gonna give him a shot to make a play. Who caught that?
Get across him.
Oh, Smith again. Smith's making some plays. All right, Smith. I don't know who you are, but you're making some plays. Let's see. Bada Bing's a little bit earlier than us, though, apparently.
Now he's running the offense.
Changing some plays. All right. Validate. Now just going to run the clock out, kind of, right?
Yeah, this is field goal range, right?
Yep. Yeah,
they
Washington.
got 2 timeouts in the 2-minute warning, so stay aggressive. You got an elite quarterback.
You got an elite quarterback. It's so crazy, like how low our I don't know, expectations are for quarterbacks. It's like legitimately one of the nicer plays we've seen in the last 10 years. It's like it's just crazy. It's just wild. 249. All right, secure the dub, fellas. Let's do this. I like it. But by the way, for the people who are on here, I probably will be streaming the game next stream as well. That's going to be the next time I'm on. So, what is that, like a Saturday night at 7? So next time I'll have a brew or two as well. Watch the game. Have a good little time. All right, 2nd and 7. Got to get a first down here, right? Going for the first. They're going to run it twice though, probably.
Oh, I thought they were setting up the toss back.
No.
Classic Jets. You have momentum and you just sit on the ball instead of staying aggressive.
Mike LaFleur. Or no, Mike LaFleur would get to the red zone and then throw out a bunch of trick plays that never worked. That was his staple.
Yeah.
God, Mike LaFleur. So bad.
Ben
He actually,
met Mike LaFleur at the Rams-Chargers joint practice. Oh, no, he didn't talk to him, but he said he was standing next to him.
Oh, yeah. Like, I don't, obviously he had some schemes and stuff that worked that Zach Wilson couldn't execute, but that red zone specifically against the Vikings, that was dreadful.
Oh, little Coons magic here. Or take it yourself.
Get there,
Let's
Martinez.
go. Oh,
let's go, Martinez.
he's the guy. Forget Jordan Travis. We're developing Martinez.
Well, is Travis going to be redshirted? But I think you have to note it. Like, hey, Martinez has made a name for, like, he's having a good game. And the one ball he threw on 3rd down to 85, 85 completely misjudged it. Like, that was a nice throw on 3rd down he had there as well. He's had some good plays. We got Joe. At this point, do we trade Aaron Rodgers? That's the question.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think we can get for Aaron Rodgers for a year? Like, we can get like a 2nd or 3rd round pick for Rodgers. We trade him right now to, like, I don't know, who needs a quarterback badly? Who's a team that's close? I don't know. I can't even think of one. I don't know. Panthers get a 2nd round pick for Rodgers. Martinez for
Better than
MVP.
Bryce Young. Martinez is.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
So
bring him on
maybe
a practice squad, man.
From the Panthers. I don't know.
He's got some wheels. He's got the aesthetic. He's got the tats on the left arm. Strevler 2.0, but he can actually throw the. Remember Strevler against that Jaguars game? Uzama running with nobody within 30 yards of him. And I'm like, I'm screaming at the game, like, get it to him, just throw it. And he throws it, and it's like 25 yards too short. He still catches it, but like, dude.
And yet that was still their best pass play of the game.
Oh, by far. And like, that pass should have been like 40, 45 yards in the air. It went like 20, 25 air yards. Like, I have no idea how he threw the ball so short, but that's quarterback situation. Ben says he didn't realize he was the UFL MVP. Yeah. Making some plays in the UFL, and he's dragging it over to the NFL. Quickly, NFL MVP. You have Martinez as the player of the year, offensive, and Stegers as the defensive player of the year. Is Uzama still in the league? Yeah, I don't. Is CJ Uzama on a team?
I saw him in the preseason the other day.
You're right. You're right. Yep, Uzama on the Eagles. I will still never understand, or I'll never understand it. How did Uzama get more money than Conklin? In what world?
I don't know.
Was
I
he
guess
ever
they just
better?
brought in, like, the Bengals just made the Super Bowl, and he was like the emotional leader. But I just didn't know NFL teams could be influenced by that stuff. Like, there's
Apparently
nothing
they
on
are.
film that should show you that he is worth more. But unless you buy into those things. But they also signed Alvin Cook last year, so clearly, sometimes they don't go as deep into these decisions as they should.
Yeah. I hear my dog barking in the back. I think my kid's trying to sleep right now, so I don't think that's ideal for my wife. But here we are. I'm locked in my computer, so I can't help. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Let's see. Martinez over is better than Goff. He played good in the playoffs for the Bengals too. Uzama? I think I watched that year.
He got hurt in one of those. The first game, I think he had a touchdown against the Raiders, but I think he got hurt in the championship and barely played in the Super Bowl, if I remember.
Yeah, let's say I don't remember him making a big impact ever watching him. Yeah. So. See, how the hell my daughter is doing right now. Oh, I see. My mother-in-law is here to pick up her daughter. That's what's going on. All right, 1st and 10. They're gonna run the clock out here, right? Oh.
Yeah, they can just run it down now.
Hold on, Nani. I can't. I think my audio just. Okay. Should be back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I lost you for a second. My AirPod died.
Okay.
But now I can't hear your audio.
Oh, can you hear me?
Hold on. Should be able to hear you.
Can you hear me?
Nope, can't hear you.
Okay, I can hear you.
At the very end. The very end. It says I'm connected and everything. I don't know. Hold on. I'm trying to fix this. 2nd and 10. Handoff. Trying to get to that right hash. Whatever. I'm just going to take the AirPod out. We're going to end in a couple seconds. Let's see. Yeah, no, I don't know why I can't hear you right now, but here we are. I hope I think the chat can hear me.
I can.
Lions regret letting Goff walk. Play good in the playoffs for the Bengals too. Most of JD's.
All right, down.
So we're gonna have
timeout. Let's win this football.
Let me just take this AirPod out so hopefully I can hear you.
Yeah, the Commanders didn't use it yet.
I still can't hear you. What is going on right now? Let's see. Yeah. I don't know. If I still can't hear you, something's wrong, but it's okay because there's 24 seconds left in the game anyway. So I'm just going to have to look at if your mouth is moving to see if we're talking. Hopefully the chat can hear you. 37-yard attempt for what will most likely be the dub. Cyber.
Oh, who's this? Cyber for the win.
Can he make it? Let's see. 37-yarder.
It is good.
For the dub. Hopefully. Now we just have to hope that they can drive the ball 30 yards in one play.
Hey, kickoffs. New kickoff. Anything can happen here.
Yep. To whatever Nani just said, because I don't know what it is.
Yeah, totally. Agreed.
Can you hear me, Nanya?
I hear you, yes.
Yeah, okay. He can hear me. I don't know what the hell's going on. 15 catches for 146 yards and a touchdown in the 4 games of the Super Bowl run. Did he? Okay. Well, the fine racking up. Reddick must want a huge amount. I think he wants 20. Like the report is, he wants 25 million plus. Is he going to get that? No. I would be surprised if he even gets to like 20 million. I think the Jets will give him a few million in incentives and sweeteners, but it's not going to be much more than that. I think it's a Serpico issue. Big W. We'll wait and see. Simply, it's wait and see. The Nani, I'm sure we'll have out an article looking at the highlights of it, the who did not impress, all of that stuff. I'll hopefully have a film review out of the game. We'll talk about it.
Go.
We'll talk about the 3 studs, the 3 duds, all that stuff. But for right now, we're going to hope they hold on these last 21 seconds. Hopefully hold on.
Commanders do.
Was it Martinez? So we have 2 15s, 2 Nania. We have Seibert and Martinez both wear 15.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. You hear you fine. Martinez with the Lions. Yeah, I don't know why I can't hear Nania. It's like everything seems to be fine on my side, but it's okay. Tackle him in bounds here. You're trying to figure, do you have a green screen?
No.
No? Okay, yeah, it's just a setting. Deep shot.
Oh.
All right. We have, 2 sideline shots left? Probably. A sideline shot and a deep ball. Or it'll probably be like a sideline shot and then like a crazy toss type situation. Let's see. Thanks, guys. Thank you to you, John. I appreciate the people for tuning in, especially for the people who are now here. I don't know how many people are here, but preseason game 1, fourth quarter, 14 seconds left. You guys are the real ones. We appreciate you. And I'll be back on next week for the next stream. Ooh, 90 feet. Really good jump there.
McKinley.
Tackle him in bounds. It's over.
Go, go, go.
And try to spike it. What are they doing?
No.
Are they going to give him that 1 second back?
Ball game.
They're going to give it to him? Yes, no?
They're going to give it to him.
They're going to put a second back on the clock. Yep. Never make it easy. Do we have another Henry Ruggs versus the Jets situation right here? That is the question. That was a long second. Adrian Martinez did really well in the UFL under skip holds in each game. He got better. I'm glad to see him on the team. Yeah, I like to see like developmental guys, right? Why not? Really? Spiking it at 1 second, then a false start, 10 in the game. We can't get the second done. Gross. Just confirm the dub. See if they can make a tackle in space. Who are we watching? Anybody? Eric Watts, your boy, 58 right there on the edge.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Nanya, last words for the chat. We got through it.
What an experience. This was a lot of fun. First time I think I've done a live game show. So, yeah, it was cool to be able to react with Blewett. I don't think he can hear me, but and with everyone listening, if you're still here at 3:05 on Saturday watching Jets Commanders preseason, we appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, standouts. JBC stood out the most to me. Leonard Taylor, thought the rookie class, all of them look really good. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we can do this again next week.
Jets dub. Okay, we got a Jets dub from here. John Hassel, is Martinez better than Trevor? Yes. Victory dinner time. Jets dub to start off the season. Nani is talking about his CYJ podcast, his articles. I don't know exactly what he said, but go check them out. I'm sure he'll have winners and losers. So will I. I'll have a film review. And then I will see you guys again soon. Adios.